How's it? Are you monitoring while we record?
I guess.
No, but are you currently? Like, I don't.
I hear stuff.
You're holding it like a fucking deathcore vocalist over there.
Or just cupping the mic. Put the mic like a real.
That's how I hold it.
Alright, I guess we can say. What episode number is this? I actually don't know.
It's 47. We went over this before.
Yeah, I'm a little higher. It's 47. I have to be here. Alright.
What did I do?
Existed.
Nothing yet. Alright. It feels weird to not clap. Like, the clap is like what turns me off.
We can still clap if you want.
Alright, no, we're good. Alright, so what's up, everybody? We're back. Episode number 47. We're doing it in person. This feels really weird to me, honestly. I don't like being in the same room with these people. No. But, also sorry for the awkward eye contact when I looked down the barrel because I told everybody else not to do it and I just did it. But we're back. It's the end of the year. It's a cold day in December. Probably going to snow today too, actually, which is kind of crazy because global warming is real. And there's a lot of drones in New Jersey, but that's all I got to say.
We're up here in the Pokemon fuck dungeon.
We are up in the Pokemon fuck dungeon. That is a true statement.
Like, I thought I was a fucking nerd.
Yeah, it's...
This is why when I talk about Pokemon, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, that still doesn't hold water.
Anatomical models to reference. You have your imagination.
Yeah, But yeah, we're gonna give you like an MTV Crib style tour of the Pokemon Fuck Dungeon once we're done. So just so everybody's aware.
I spent like the last 3 weeks cleaning my room, and this is the shit. This is the fucking appreciation I get.
Wait, last 3 weeks, I showed up early. You've been cleaning for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, it takes time, brother.
Dude, so many used condoms everywhere, and like
there's
dirty socks and.
There's not shit, bro.
Yeah, because you cleaned it up before we got here.
So we're here to talk 2024, right?
Yeah. And fucking, I just am distracted by the vast amount of Pokemon figurines in this room.
That's a lot.
Don't worry about it.
Like multiple thousands of dollars
right, so
of Pokemon figures.
Music wrapped up in a nice bow here. We did this last year. I think it's fun to like guess people's rap, even though Tyler was fucking dumb and posted his on his story like every scene kid had to.
You already forget what it is, though.
I remember your number one.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
So I guess we'll just start with Tyler. What is it? What's that bad band with the girl singer?
It's a bad band.
Coheed and Cambria. That's what it is.
Fine, if you think okay. Coheed and Cambria is also incredible, and probably the best show I saw this year was Coheed and Cambria. So you can suck my dick.
You saw a lot of Elsewhere shows, though.
Yeah, all of them bad. We were actually talking about that. I played a bedroom floor show last night when I was asking Jesse and Britt what their favorite shows of the year was. What?
I'm listening.
Yeah, you looked at me questioningly. You were like...
Yeah, because I know you're about to say something stupid.
No, we were talking about like our least favorite and favorite shows we played. My least favorite show, I think, was the Angels Rock Bar in Baltimore. The show that I fell out, but not because of that. Just because I was in the worst goddamn mood of my entire life at that show.
Was that the last leg of that tour?
Yeah, so it was day 3 of 3 of the worst shows of my entire life.
What made him quit?
17... It was actually. We dropped you off the airport, and I looked at Britt, and I was just like, I think I'm done. Like, it was the worst time. 16 hours of driving to play in front of nobody to make $0.
It's called music, brother.
That sounds about right.
I enjoyed it.
But yeah, Coheed and Cambria. Do you want to guess my other ones too?
Latin love songs.
No, it's not Latin love songs. It's Spanish love songs.
Turnover, I'm guessing, is on there?
I didn't even try to do it.
No, Turnover is not on there.
Kubla Khan.
Nope. We don't listen to that Trump supporter guy anymore. Yeah,
It's old news. Bro.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
He's like friends with like a fucking SS guy who's like a big Trumper. Yeah, it's a little questionable.
Oh.
There's no actual proof, but there's a lot of liked tweets and Matt from Kubla Khan has definitely posted some things a couple years ago, I think, that were like, oh, that's not a healthy take on things. So I've been not listening to Kubla Khan. So, but no, none of you are. I'll just tell you because number 5, we got to get.
We wouldn't get it at all.
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe you would maybe get my number 2, but I don't think you
Weird Al.
No, big Weird Al guy, but
you
didn't
live
listen
a gimmick, bro.
I am the gimmick, brother.
Necrogoblicon.
No, I do love Necrogoblicon. I'm going to reach out to John Goblicon. We're going to get him on this podcast.
I'm out of ideas.
Yeah. Okay.
Jordy, what you're doing? None of the lifting.
I
over
tried.
here.
I guessed 2 bands and none of them are on there. What the f you want from
I
me?
didn't hear it.
My number 2 is Kaunashi.
Oh,
Yeah, you are running the fuck away. I guess that's...
My number 3 was Title Fight. I listened to a lot of Title Fight this year. And number 4 is Sonic Youth. I went through a big Sonic Youth phase this year.
The hell's Sonic Youth?
Sonic Youth is a band from like the late 70s. They're like a noise rock band. They're like they have like really unusual tunings on all their songs. When they tour, they're not a band anymore. They'd bring like 20 guitars on tour with them because all their songs are in different tunings.
Jesus.
And there's a story from maybe the 80s where they had their whole van stolen and they lost like 30 guitars. But yeah. And then number 5, this is where I think Spotify Wrapped got really fucky this year. My number 5 was Boundaries. And I liked the album when it came out, but I didn't listen to it very much. There's other bands that I know I listened to more than Boundaries.
Yeah, I had a similar. It was also with my number 5 was really kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. So my Wrapped has decided not to show me anything, so I just took a screen cap one day of my top songs. I have my top 5 songs, and I remember the majority of my top 5 bands.
Okay, so Signs of the Swarm.
Yep, that was on there.
Decayer.
Yep.
Kuromi.
Fuck.
Was it?
No.
Was it what's that really crazy deathcore band? The guy that there's like a violin solo in the one song? They just became really popular this year. I can't think of the name of that band.
Well, that was on the
Sure.
top 5 song.
Yeah. Fuck.
That was Synestia and Disembodied Tyrant.
Disembodied Tyrant, which is an incredible band.
Oh, yeah.
Because that guy does vocals and plays guitar during that
Yeah, they're
stuff.
fucking sick.
Lorna Shore.
Actually, no.
Jordy's not a Lorna Shore fan anymore. Jordy just listened to the new Lorna Shore album that
Which
came out
was like
3 years ago.
2022. Yeah.
Guys, Lorna Shore hasn't released a song in a while.
I mean, there's a couple of songs on there that I do really enjoy, but like, of deathcore bands, that deathcore album in particular, very samey.
Are the other ones deathcore too?
Yeah. Everyone else we've listed so far is deathcore. It was a very deathcore year for me.
Wasn't the Sonic song?
Yeah, I didn't have
Sonic
fishing vibes on there.
Damn.
Volvadinia.
I was in a much... No, Volvadinia. I don't listen to them anymore after their...
I mean,
that's every fucking deathcore band.
Nah, they're clean
No,
now.
there's one more deathcore band that I'm really big into that you have not guessed.
Chelsea's Grant.
Nope.
Did you say Chelsea's Grid?
Chelsea's
Grid. There is like a UK based like pop rock group called Chelsea's Smile.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Fuck, what's the band?
Whitechapel.
You're far from it.
Far.
I'm giving you a hint here.
Far from it.
Farquaad.
Yeah, my favorite deathcore band of 2024 is Lord Farquaad.
Dude, that would fucking go hard, actually. I would see Lord Farquaad in concert.
There is a deathcore band called like the Green Ogre Packet Slammers or something. What is it called?
You know that especially.
It's a Shrek-themed deathcore band. The
Infectious
Ogre
Joking.
Packet Slammers. There it is.
Fuck, far from it.
That's a huge hint right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a huge hint. Far from it.
Far from. What's the.
It's Distant.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say Distant. Did they release a new album in 2024?
Yeah, it just came out a month or two ago.
Is that the Sokonomiyaki one?
Yep, Okonomiyaki. No, it's Tsukuyomi, the god of the moon in Japanese mythology. And it is a hell of an album. But yeah, it was them. But then my 5th artist, you know I like, but I doubt you'd this is where I'm like, there's no way I listen to them this
Aloha.
No.
Summer vibes.
Got him.
That was Aesop Rock. I mean, I listen to Aesop Rock from time to time. I do not listen to a ton of Aesop Rock, though, so it was weird.
Yeah, you turned me on to Aesop Rock. I don't listen to a lot of Aesop Rock, but I knew you listened to a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think something happened with Spotify this year. Spotify also laid off like 25% of their workforce this year, so fuck Spotify also.
Mm-hmm.
And I read somewhere that AI had a lot of heavy lifting to do with the Wrapped this year. Like evidently there was like an AI podcast for your rap or something. I didn't listen to that.
I listened to it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it? You have listened to a lot of music this year.
It was a little, what is it, like a... What is it when, like, it's like a disenfranchised? No,
Disenchanted?
I guess, but it's like you're not part of society. It's like
Disconnected?
I don't know, very surreal. I guess.
Incel?
It was weird, but yeah, I love the AI how it pronounces demon dice.
How's it pronounce it?
Demondus. You really listen to Demondus a lot. It was really kind of shit, but I mean,
yeah, I mean it's fucking AI made. There's no soul to it.
Hey, I got my personalized message from David from Signs of the Swarm in my rap.
to Jordy
That is
for
pretty.
defending us.
I like that they did that. That is pretty cool.
Tell us Aurie's address.
Hey,
That's this whole setup now. I had to give Jordy my address now.
you in
Signs
trouble
of the Swarm
now.
is gonna fucking show up any minute and beat my
No,
ass.
with that tour that's going on next year, Chelsea Grin, Signs of the Swarm, Disembodied Tyrant. What was the fourth one?
The fourth one's also crazy. Too.
Yeah.
It's like a crazy lineup.
Yeah, it was. I'm absolutely going to be there, and I'm definitely going to get the VIP packages for all of us so we can meet Signs of the Swarm, and we can make sure we pass that episode on.
Hey, wait till you get a load of this guy over here.
I'm coming. I don't want to see
Yeah,
that shit.
Aurie shows up in an Aztec address.
Here's what an actual death whistle sounds like.
handing out church pamphlets.
All right, Aurie, well, your fucking Spotify raps is definitely Demon Dice.
Yep.
Maury.
Number one was Demon Dice. Let's go.
Demondus, number 1.
Maury, I'm assuming.
Maury was number 3.
Aloha.
I did not make it.
What's that?
I think it would have. I don't know.
What's that artist you went to see in Philly this year?
I don't know. What was it?
Zan or something? Lil Zan?
Zana. Zana was number 5.
Oh, number 5. Okay, your number 5 makes sense.
I listened to
Silverstein?
Zana a lot more. Silverstein was number 4.
Number 2.
Number 2 was my number 1 last year.
I don't
My Chemical Romance.
I don't remember what you do week to week, let alone year to year.
Dropped a very mid album recently.
Don't talk about Water Me Down like that.
I'm not.
That's fucked up.
I'm not.
Dude, that's fucked up.
I'm
Sky
not.
listens to this.
I'm not.
I'm so sorry, Sky. I'm going to look down the barrel just for this. Just I'm
album
sorry.
very, very, very much more impressive than this album.
Fuck. What is
We
that?
actually talked about it like 2 weeks ago in the group chat, so Jordy was part of it. I'm pretty sure.
Is it the story so far?
No, well, I hate the story so far. What the fuck?
You like Clairvoyant?
Yeah, one song, bro.
We got to talk about that album when it came out.
Okay, fucking Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
It's number 2.
Yeah, I was talking to Drew about that album the other night. We went to Longwood Gardens and stuff. We were talking about that album. He likes it. He really likes it. But I just think it's really kind of...
Really likes it?
Yeah. He thought it was great. And I trust his opinion on music, but I did not care for it. I thought like it was very mid.
His other album?
He likes everything else.
Okay, I mean...
When Damn first came out, he told me he thought it sounded a little overproduced, and I laughed at him for that. But he changed his mind eventually. Sorry for all the fucking knee slaps that I'm going to be in this episode. But yeah, circling back to the fucking story so far, is the most overrated album of 2024 in my opinion. There was so much hype behind it, and Jordy didn't listen to it, so it doesn't matter.
Is that the Kendrick album? Is that what it's called? Or?
No, the story so far is like a pop punk band. It's been around for like probably going on 15 years at this point. But there was so much hype behind this album that I think is what killed it for me, because I think it's not good. I can't name a single song off that album because it's just average.
That's where I run into trouble, is when people really hype shit up. Like, I like to go into stuff blind more than not, because if somebody really, really hypes it up and I go in and it's not like blowing my mind, then I don't like it.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
And I don't like being like that, but it happens.
This sucks.
With that being said, look out for the next Elsewhere single 1 to 10.
Sucks.
Fuckers better get hyped for it.
It's I've been telling everybody it's my last track that I recorded bass for, and it's also the hardest bass line I've ever written for Elsewhere, so I'm glad I never have to play it live. Good at
Your back couldn't take it.
It's a good ass bass line, but I don't have to play it live. Also, I finally quit Elsewhere, and I'm really happy about it. It's been a great decision.
That's ignorant. That's actually like fucking ignorant.
I'll share it as a story, but Aurie finally admitted that they're going to miss me in the band, so I got the receipts.
I unsent it.
No, you didn't. I just screenshot it the minute you sent it. You don't think I screenshotted that the absolute second that I sent that?
Where's your phone?
It's on my crotch now, so you're going to touch my wiener if you want to get my phone. And that's on camera. That's SA, brother. You're going to get canceled.
I'm good.
So, how about albums of this year? What are your guys' thoughts on good ones?
I got a pretty decent list. I have 11
I
albums.
have 3.
Well, I was gonna say maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be all album or just albums, but like just notable musical things. I've got a handful as well.
Okay. I got some.
Hey guys, I listen to a lot of music.
I did 105,000 minutes of music this year. I mean, the number I really like is how many like new artists you listened to this year. Mine was, I listened to 4,700 different artists this year. That's a lot of different artists.
It's called Shuffle, brother.
It is, and Shuffle's great.
Why do you keep kissing your mic? It's kind of awkward.
This is how I hold the this is my like actual performance mic, so I'm like wrapping my hand around it and everything.
Yeah, you're wrapping your lips around it too.
That's how you do it.
Or he's like, all right. So my favorite album was.
No, I'm not. It's on camera.
Kissing this mic. But okay.
If you want to be a trained vocalist, let me know.
I'm surprised your septum ring isn't like. I'm surprised we're not just hearing it like clipping against the. Do you have like a number 1 album of the year?
I do.
What's yours? What's yours, Jordy?
Mine is definitely Tsukuyomi by Distant. I did really enjoy the newest album. Came out in February from The Last 10 Seconds of Life. Very fucking heavy, very slow, but Tsukuyomi is brilliant. They did such a good job.
You sure you don't like Okonomiyaki?
Yeah, Okonomiyaki.
I'm just so used to saying Okonomiyaki. What's the Japanese like octopus ball dish?
That's takoyaki.
Takoyaki, that's right.
Yeah, Okonomiyaki is like a savory pancake.
That's right, okay.
Cabbage based.
The sukiyaki or whatever is really
Tsukuyomi?
yeah, because you have like a specialized pan to make it in. It's like a round bottom like pan. You pour the batter in, and it's cool to see them like flipping them with chopsticks and stuff because they do it really fast.
Oh, and like when they do those egg roll omelets, have you seen them? Oh.
I like it when they do like the little square thing and they just roll them.
Mhm.
Or the omurice. Have you ever seen the guy who makes the omurice? Yeah.
Cut it open. Yeah.
A lot of people hate wet eggs like that.
Aurie. Is omurice a form of egg?
Scrambled.
No, it's not.
Technically more of an omelet, but
Yeah.
An omelet is a form scrambled egg. We already went over
Kind
this.
of liquidy on the inside.
yeah, it's
though.
very, very runny. But yeah, we could talk about omurice for a while.
So yeah, that's my top album. It was a very deathcore year for me, so I don't have any other really genres to work off of.
And Aesop Rock.
Yeah. Who did not release an album this year.
Aurie's favorite album, I want to say it's I don't as good as Sky's album was, I don't think it's Water Me Down. I don't think that's your number 1 this year.
It's a low high.
It's not a low high.
Fuck. If it's not that, I actually don't know what it is. Silverstein didn't release an album this year. We're releasing 2 next
2
year.
albums in 2025. It's Zana. It's The Sex Was Good Until It Wasn't. Was my number 1 album.
No, what was the name of the album? Not what?
That's the name of the album.
Sex Was Good though, it wasn't. Hey, babe, the Pokemon statues stay.
That's honestly the best album. I think it had amazing lyrics. I think the song Earth Eyes is my favorite song of this year. Seeing Zana live was awesome. So, I don't know. She was like my big like obsession this year.
And what is she? Kind of like pop-esque?
If I say anything, you'll just like fucking tell me I'm wrong.
No,
so-
generally.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't
We'll
know
make
who
fun
this
of you,
person is.
but we're gonna make fun of you regardless of anything you say. So
I would say like queer pop.
you're not allowed to say
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is a thing.
Okay.
Last night at the show, the band that played after us was like, are there any gay people in the room? We're in a college town. Everybody raised their hands. And the vocalist was like, y'all better pop your pussies to this one. And then they played Hot to Go by Chapel Roan. That was pretty great. Shout out to the band Squelch from New Jersey. They said they were from New Jersey like 100 times.
Don't like that.
Squelch. Squelch.
Is that a good call out? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it was good. They were a good band. A good punk band. Yeah, my number 1 album this year was by a band called Drug Church. It's the album called Prude. It's a great album. I don't know how to describe it. They're kind of a band that kind of sounds like Nobody, but also a couple other bands, but I can't really put my finger on who they sound like. But it's a great album. They've released a lot of music before that I thought was kind of just like, that's pretty good. But this one really kind
You
of...
had a t-shirt.
Yeah, I still have a Drug Church t-shirt.
How's it pretty good?
I don't know. I like the shirt. I like the shirt. I like the church. I love Drug Church. I love drugs and don't love church.
All right, so how about just musical tastes in general? Have you guys had any sort of changes, any sort of adjustments?
Go through your list, fucker.
No. Well, I did go through a big shoegaze phase for like 4 months, which was pretty cool, actually. But I've got a couple albums here that I'd like to talk about that that have made my honorable mentions list. I won't talk about all of them. A big one for me this year was Sunny Monday's EP. I've been thinking about this for a long time. An incredible 3-song EP by an incredible band. After the show last week, we went out to Brian's van and we listened to a couple of their new songs that were recorded and stuff. And Sunny Monday's going to be really big this year, I think.
Sick.
There's a band called Four in Hands who released an album at the beginning of the year called What's Left Unsaid, kind of like chaotic metalcore, kind of like, I don't know, pretty good. Evidently somebody in that band is from the Harrisburg area too, which is cool. We've talked about this album before. What a Fucking Nightmare by The Chisel. Fucking great album. What a fucking nightmare. What a fucking nightmare. Empty by the band Bong Ripper. Like a 45-minute doom metal album with no
You
vocals.
can stop your list. I already lost all respect for it.
No, you haven't. I'm still
Yes, I have.
still going. I'm still going. Count Ashi released 2 EPs this year, both good. Second Chance at Forever, Three Faces of Beauty. Job for a Cowboy actually released their new album this year too that I forgot about.
I forgot about that.
I listened to it this year. It's called Moon Healer. Incredible. Not a deathcore album, like a technical death metal album. Green Witch, also like a death metal band, forced out of existence.
I heard Wicked was pretty good.
What? Wicked? That's not Wicked. Wicked was pretty good this year. And then the most random album I think is it's a band called A Meal and the Sniffers. It's an album called Cartoon Darkness. They're a punk band from Australia.
Hell yeah. Aussie punk's great.
The opening track on that album is called Jerkin, and it's incredible. There's a line jerking on your squirter.
All right, Lyric God, let's hear it.
Yeah, okay,
We'll
yeah.
break that down. We'll break that album down in 2025.
No, I'm good.
Jerking on a squirter.
So I was going to say a couple of notable things for me that I kind of really fell into. First and foremost, one of my greatest things that came out this year, the Nintendo Music app. Like, the fact that they are releasing more and more, even stuff from like the 90s and stuff, there's so much to look forward to. I'll listen to the extended cuts of just like Animal Crossing music whenever I'm just doing like chores and shit. But yeah, so that was great. Final Fantasy 16 soundtrack came to Spotify.
Can't be a Pass the Ox episode without a Final Fantasy reference.
Nope. Persona 3 Reload soundtrack
And a Persona
also
reference.
came to the Spotify. Desolation came out with a new album just like this past week.
Yeah, I want to say it was like, it was like a week ago. It's a great album, too.
Legitimate. And a full-length album. And on top of that, the fact that, was it Tyler Beam, I think is his name from The Last 10 Seconds of Life? So I didn't get back into The Last 10 Seconds of Life till that Cold Concrete song.
By Extortionist.
Yes. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot this vocalist is sick. And then this is where, like, this means nothing to most people, but this is a big step for me. I've always been into the hyper-complicated, very, like, heavy, fast deathcore. Now I'm getting more into, like, the beat-down slam deathcore. That's a step for me. For me to be like, I love The Last 10 Seconds of Life and their use of, like, empty space, I think that says a lot.
Empty space in music is a thing that I feel like, in genres other than maybe jazz and, like, deathcore, empty space does a lot for a song. Sometimes you just need nothing.
Mm-hmm. I'm about it.
Also, big changes in Jordy's life. Jordy started to eat fruit this year.
I did. I had
Jordy
a
is-
handful of raspberries just the other day.
This sounds like a fucking joke, but it's not.
No, it's not. I just purchased a dragon fruit yesterday. We're going to give that a go this weekend.
Oh my god, you should have brought the dragon fruit.
Just live
Someone
stream.
put in a fucking Instacart order. We get some fruit here for Jordy to try on camera.
I have a guava downstairs.
Oh, we should make Jordy try guava
I can
on.
do papaya. I had that at Fogo de Chao, which I had that for the first time. Fogo de Chao's incredible.
A place that Aurie would not want to go.
No.
Not worth your price of entrance. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, if you're
Yes.
wondering.
Yeah, no, it's in Baltimore, right?
There's one in Towson now.
Yeah, you did go to Fogo de Chao. Didn't you go with your parents one time?
No, we left for where they want.
Yeah, that would be a fucking the biggest waste of money for you.
Oh, also, another band that released an EP this year that I'm a big fan of, This Is a Threat. Saw them live not too long ago. Filth was the headliner. Then underneath them was fucking Broken Side. Then there was this... Well, no, not even name the next person because they annoyed the shit out of me. They were a solo artist, but like, I'm just going to get on my high horse here. If you are a solo artist, but you have people playing instruments for you on stage, acknowledge them. Don't pretend like it's just you up there.
They're peons, bro.
No, I literally
Scum the earth.
I left the area to go just like get a drink and just relax and play on my phone. I was so pissed.
Jordy went to the decompression room.
Yeah.
Now, fuck it. The artist is a big artist, right? They're not like a local artist, are they?
No, they're from Texas.
Call them out. Fuck
No,
them.
they had like only 400 listeners, so it's like I don't want to trash
They only
somebody.
have 400 listeners and they're on that tour?
Yeah, I was
That's
very
kinda crazy.
surprised.
Good
Yeah.
for them for being a shitty artist and
Yeah.
getting on a decent tour.
Weird. Also, Broken Side. Like, I know I like some cringe shit, don't get me wrong. That was super cringe to watch, but they seem like very nice people. I appreciated their energy and the way they interacted with the crowd. I don't appreciate their music.
They know that the people who are coming to see them are the diehards.
Yeah, it was Scene Girls
Yep.
is who was there to see them.
Aurie was there too, but Aurie was just backstage watching. Or a big broken... Bree.
No, that was good.
Oh, it was kind of cool when Filth was getting ready to go up and play. I was up against the wall and I got my spot to just have a good vantage point. And Dustin, the vocalist, walks by and he could tell from the look I gave him, he knew that I knew who he was. And he hit me with a on the way up.
The vocalist from Filth?
Yeah.
A very recognizable man.
Yes. But like he could definitely tell that like I was there for them. And so yeah, he hit me with the
Yeah, so it was an uphead nod.
yeah.
Because there is a rule of thumb. The uphead nod is for somebody you know. The downhead nod is for somebody you don't know.
Right.
Like if I saw Aurie on the street and I didn't know them, I'd go. But if I did, I'd be like, what's up?
Right.
It's a rule of thumb. All right, Aurie, what about you? Any fucking questionable decisions you've made in music this year?
I had a mid bassist quit my band.
So that's me.
I saw I think my favorite show ever in my life was Silverstein at Love Drafts. Got to like work as a stagehand and watch him from
What
sunset
a
and stuff.
cuck.
Why, Mike? Why?
Well, for other reasons, but
And yeah, that's about it. I'm working on this single. I've done a whole Hydro Bloom album this year. I just tracked the final song, a demo of the song like last week. So that's 10 tracks. Working on another side project with someone.
what's the other side project?
Not announced yet, fucker. It's like post-hardcore.
Who's it with?
I don't know how legit like we're gonna do it, but we've already done one song together and I'm working on the second. It's if you look up The Hypothesis on Spotify and you look for my name, he featured me on one of his songs, and then we just decided to do a whole project together, I guess. Like the song's called Spiral. It's one of my favorite songs I've actually written. It's really good. I like it. I like his style of writing a lot.
Was it based on the movie in the Saw universe by the same name?
No, it's based
Spiral?
on Junji Ito's Uzumaki.
Oh, that was going to be my second guess.
Oh,
Didn't Jordy already talk about that? Oh, yeah, Jordy already talked about that, so we're good. It's been a good year for music, good year for shows. I actually didn't go to a lot of shows this year. I feel like we played a decent amount of shows this year. We played Crown the Empire this year, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But not my favorite show that we played of the year.
Who's we?
Me. I was in the band for this year. Dude, I'm sorry the band's going downhill now. That's not on me.
What was your favorite show then?
That I played?
Yeah.
The show last week. My last show.
Yeah.
It was just a good time.
Yeah, it was
Minus
we were celebrating.
Minus the fucking... That was the loudest stage I've ever played. I was talking to Bedroom Floor about that last night too, and it was just like unbearable. Jesse mentioned that he's not like an earphone guy, like a earplug guy when he like screams, and was just like... He was like, it was causing me panic. He was like, my ears were ringing. It was like, I could feel it in my head. It was unbearable. So sound was good, but like at one point, like I didn't have good earplugs. I just had like the little pink ones, which are kind of small, and my ear holes are kind of big. So I lost one, and I was like, I'll be fine. Halfway through the song, I was like, Brett, I need another pair of earplugs, because it was like making me unbalanced too, because one ear was just like getting blasted and the other one was blocked. It was
Just over there getting ear blasted.
yeah, and also the sound guy, good sound guy, nice guy, probably was doing lines of cocaine in between bands and stuff, because he was like, yeah, man. Like, it was kind of crazy. And then, so like we were finishing up, and like the guys from elsewhere like put together a nice video of like some of our friends saying that I was the best part of the band, and they're really sad to see me go. But I was like saying a few words at the end, and this fucking sound guy kept trying to shoehorn his own music in at the end. Like, he had a video.
Hell yeah.
At one point, like a sample plays, he's like, I'm the loneliest man in the world. Didn't know it was going to be this guy's song, and I start making fun of it. I'm just like, I'm the loneliest man in the world. And then I say a few more things, and the guy plays it, and I see his name under it, and I was like, fuck, that was that guy's song. Whoops. Good thing I'm never playing here again. And neither is Elsewhere under that guy.
Why? I never heard this.
The song wasn't that good. And it was
That's fine. That's your opinion.
yeah, Jordy bitched out and didn't come to that.
Did you cry?
What? Bitched out.
Yeah,
I was
you fucked
shitting
up.
and puking my guts out.
Yeah, there's
for
a bathroom there, bro.
36 hours.
There's actual multiple bathrooms there. You'll be good.
Yeah, you're fine.
So there was one point I had to get up, run to the bathroom to shit before I shit my pants.
I missed
And then while I'm shitting, I grabbed the trash can to puke while I'm shitting.
I missed the part where we asked.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't
I
care.
was dying.
You weren't there, you're dead to me.
I might as well have been. I told Kayla, I was like, you need to take me to the hospital. She's like, they're not going to do anything. Okay.
Then you hook me up to an IV, devil woman.
Yeah.
I need fluids.
Mrs. I shouldn't suck on pills.
Yes, that is a true statement,
that's-
Cinnamon Boy.
Some inflammatory statements.
Okay,
so
sucking
I
on
just-
Tylenol will
I
probably
just got-
give you inflammation.
Okay, fucker. Listen up. I
Oh,
just
boy.
got omeprazole. You know omeprazole?
Yeah, Prilosec.
Yeah. Guess what? Go to Target and look for omeprazole. There'll be 4 different things set next to each other. Different fucking flavors. They had
Yeah,
mint, they had
it's so
peach,
when you
they had
swallow
strawberry.
it.
You
Yeah,
don't
so-
have taste buds in the fucking back of your throat.
Yeah, but if you put it on your tongue and then drink, it's going to dissolve a little bit.
Right.
That's my issue with
Okay, so you just do it a little bit longer. What's the big deal?
that's my issue with prednisone, the steroid, because if that dissolves on your tongue, it's one of the worst tastes in the world.
Yeah.
I had like a real bad
bitter.
issue with poison ivy as a kid. Like I would just get it really bad, and I would get prednisone all the time. That's why my wiener's small, because of the steroids I used to take as a kid. But but then, like, as a kid, you're not great at swallowing pills. I'd put it on my tongue, take the drink, and it would just be instantly melting on your tongue.
Do you forget the fact I had to give Kayla the Heimlich maneuver because she couldn't take a multivitamin?
So I'm not taking advice about pills from you fuckers.
And I mean, in her defense, the multivitamins I have are gigantic.
No, this was like normal size. It wasn't
Okay.
even a big.
Yeah, it must be that whole Greenwald clan, because Bert's real bad at taking pills too.
If they don't want you to experience the flavor, they wouldn't make different flavors. That's all I'm saying. There's a reason why.
Yeah, you can experience the flavor. You just don't suck on it.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not like
suck on
I'm not
this.
like mulling it around in like my cheeks and stuff, but I'm just like enjoying it for a little bit.
That's good.
That's called
can't
enjoying life.
Whatever you got to do to feel alive over there.
Gets me the kick in the morning.
God.
I'll show you the bottle.
We don't need to see the bottle.
No, I trust you. I also just trust you're an idiot for sucking on pills.
Yeah, that's true. Old pill sucker over here.
I was going to say, it's been a while since we've recorded. It's weird sitting here next to Aurie after we probably had 30 awful, ridiculously stupid arguments over the past
Dude,
break.
I fucking woke up one morning. When you both work the same shift, it's fucking terrible. Thankfully, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I woke up to 115 messages between you two, and I don't even know what the fuck you were arguing about.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was the Game Awards.
Oh yeah, it was.
The Badger Herald, man.
Fuck, we should just go to the fucking thing. Game of the year, Jordy. What is it? Persona 3 reskin?
Actually, no, the Game of the Year was Astrobot, which...
No, for you.
No,
Yeah, also
yeah.
Astrobot.
I want to say metaphor, but I have yet to actually finish it yet. I'm at 60 hours. So that one's been great. Persona 3 Reload, I'm getting ready to finish. Fantastic game. One of the best, remakes I've played to this date. Marvel Rivals just came out. That's a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals is a lot of fun. I played for the first time yesterday, actually.
Mario and Luigi Brothership is a ton of fun.
Shout out to my man Luigi, though.
Yeah. Speaking of pills.
Free my boy.
But yeah, for me so far, narrative and everything, gameplay-wise, Metaphor ReFantazio is my absolute top game. I'm very excited to finish it out because the story has been one of the most wild things I've ever experienced in my life. And most JRPGs have crazy-ass stories. This one takes it to another level, but keeps it cohesive and actually like makes you feel something. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth also came out this year. Got like 80 hours into that. I'm trying to 100% it, so it's taken a while.
Oh my god.
That's another
This loser's trying to platinum the game. What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll make fun of Jordy if he platinum.
Well, here's the thing. I gotta say about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth it's considered open world. It's more linear than most open world games, but like each section has areas with different, activities you can do. It's one of the like better in terms of size and scale of a different area. I don't feel like I need to go explore 40 minutes of nothing to actually find stuff. They do a pretty good job of keeping it pretty condensed, but also feeling like you have a space to explore. So, like, I very much enjoy Rebirth for that.
You have to say Fantasio with more zhuzh. It's say Fantasio.
Just go full Italian on it. Actually, the vocals are in, I read, they're in Esperanto.
I don't even know what that is.
So Esperanto was a language developed, I think, in the 1700s for trade purposes. They wanted to make a universal language amongst countries to be able to communicate. So yeah, there's Esperanto, and it did not work. It's kind of like Latin, where it just fizzled out.
Died.
Yeah. So the fact that they decided that they were going to make their lyrics using that language is crazy to me.
Esperanto. That's your useless fact of the day right there.
Yeah.
I already know Aurie's game of the year, and nobody cares. Is it Dragon's Dogma or Dragon Age?
Well, no one cared.
Yeah, well, I kind of do now, unfortunately.
I don't know if it's recency bias, just because I played Dragon Age more recently. I think it's Dragon Age.
I'd hope so,
I'd say
because I feel like most games are better than Dragon's Dogma
Dragon's
2.
Dogma was also fantastic.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
No, little children who can't
Dragon's
play.
Dog
games.
crap.
You gotta get to the end game, and then it's
You gotta play 100 hours to get to the good part.
Literally, that was Dragon's Dogma 1. It's a slog until you get to the end. The end's the payoff. You played the first one. You should know this. Anyway, we can move on. We don't need 115 messages.
Yeah, we don't need 115 messages of this. I think I haven't played a lot of new games this year. I played Nine Souls is the game that I'm currently playing, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a roguelike Souls kind of game, like 2D side scroller, which is a lot of fun.
Well, you went on like a pilgrimage this year.
Yeah, this year I beat Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. And actually Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring on my own right before the DLC came out. And then DLC too. So
Beat it on Zona for the first time. It took 5 years.
Elden Ring came out in 2022.
Only took 3 years.
The game is like, Elden Ring is very hard the first time you play through it. The second time I played through it, I was like, this game's actually not that hard. And
Well, that's what I heard from a lot of people in comparison to all the other Souls game. I always heard Elden Ring was probably the easiest.
Yeah. After playing all of them, if I had to give it a difficulty ranking, I would say Elden Ring. What are you gonna say?
You haven't played all of them.
Yeah, I have played all of them.
You didn't beat all of them.
Sekiro's the hardest one for sure. 100%, hands down. Sekiro's the hardest one. Like, after playing most of the From Software games, it's a lot of dodge rolling and stuff. Sekiro's the opposite, and I'm very bad at parrying. I'm sure it's a thing you pick up after you play it a bunch.
Well, isn't that big in Bloodborne too? Isn't parrying the big mechanic?
I like the parrying better in Bloodborne because you can still roll, but like the parrying I think is a little. The Sekiro parrying is good. It's just hard to get the hang of. But Dark Souls 1 I don't think is super hard. I think Dark Souls 2 is probably the hardest just because of certain mechanics in that game. Like in Dark Souls 1 and 3 you don't have to level up your ability to roll. In Dark Souls 2 you have to get iframes.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. And I played through all these games with Jesse from Bedroom Floor and stuff, and Jesse will call me a Dark Souls 2 hater, and I am. I don't think it gets the hate. It gets too much hate, but there's just some weird things in that game I don't think make sense. like having to level up your rolling, and also the fucking enemy count in some areas is just insane. There's 30 enemies right by something, and it's just annoying. But yeah, that's what I played this year.
Oh, hey, so I have a surprise for Aurie. I decided to challenge my tastes, and I decided to download a game that they've been suggesting, and I'm going to give it a go. What do you think it is?
Well, Jordy doesn't like to spend money on games for full price, so we know it's not Dragon Age.
Witcher 3.
No, actually, shocker, I downloaded Tears of the Kingdom last night.
Oh, shit.
I was reading as much as it... Okay, so I was texting earlier about this. I find it funny on YouTube all of a sudden I see all these videos of people really taking a huge shit on Tears of the Kingdom, which it got like universal acclaim when it first came out. So it's like I'm curious, and just like hearing people talk, the one main thing they're like, if you didn't play Breath of the Wild, just play Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm like, well, I can barely remember my playthrough of Breath of the Wild, so screw it. I got the itch to kind of get back into the puzzles and shit like that. So we're gonna give it a go.
Fuck. I actually have it downloaded on my Switch too. I should play it too.
Not Dragon Age though.
Here's the thing I'm worried about. What makes Tears of the Kingdom great is the fucking ending, and you're not gonna get to the ending because I know you're gonna bitch out before that. Because it's a huge game, and if you get invested in every little nook and cranny, you can easily sink like 300 hours in that game.
My thing is though, like with what I did with Breath of the Wild like was almost my palate cleanser, like ASMR time for games, because like the music is so beautiful and
Music
relaxing.
is top notch in both of those games, actually.
Yeah, like great with setting the scene, and like the exploration in there. I don't feel pressured like I'm constantly under fire and going to die. Well, except the Guardians in Breath of the Wild were pretty gnarly.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if this is controversial, but I think Breath of the Wild was better than Tears of the Kingdom.
That's what I heard from
I was
people.
going to ask, like from critic rating, I think Breath of the Wild is a little bit higher on that rating. Because I think probably a lot of the criticism of Tears of the Kingdom, I think, would be that it was kind of like almost a reskin of Breath of the Wild. There was added things and stuff, but like
I don't think that's what bothered me. I think what bothered me was like the dungeons were really short and kind of easy and didn't feel like immersive. Like you didn't go into a dungeon and be like, oh shit, like this is like the next couple hours of my life. It was just like whatever. I don't know.
I really liked. I haven't played too much of Tears of the Kingdom, probably like halfway through it, but I really liked the shrines in Breath of the Wild a little bit more. I feel like they were a little more creative and stuff, like to try to figure out and solve them.
The shrines or whatever, they're about the same. Am I the only one who finishes games in this fucking trio?
Brother, I just talked about
again,
5
I'm
games
going
that
to
I
finish
finished
it.
this year. I finished 5 games this year.
Great.
Actually, I finished more than that. But that's the
How
only
many
one.
Zelda games have you completed in your life?
I don't give a fuck about Zelda.
Exactly.
For me, the only ones I've completed are Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Oh, Link to the Past, and what was the one? Link's Awakening. I did those. But like, I never had a GameCube. I never had a Wii, so I never played.
Well, you never had a Wii?
No,
You're
I
the
got
only-
a Wii U.
You're the only person in the world that didn't have a Wii.
No, but I got a Wii U, and I was one of like 5 people
I'll
who
say
had
you're
a
the
Wii U.
you're the yeah. You and Drew are the only 2 people I know that had a Wii U.
David had a Wii U.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But I think the dungeon part I've heard is going to be disappointing for me, because that was like one of my favorite part about like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, even though
You
Ocarina
never
of
played
Time
like
was better.
Twilight Princess?
Nope.
You should.
I would like to, but I've just never had access.
You should.
So yeah, game wise, that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, Metaphor Re Fantasio taking home 3 awards at the Game Awards.
Re Fantasio.
Best RPG, best game direction, what was it? Best
Game
design,
direction?
best art design. What did Dragon Age get? What did Dragon get?
Nothing.
Dragon Age got Game of the Year. Times Magazine, you
Yes.
fucker.
Time Magazine.
Game of the Year.
Be sure to holler at us with how many times you go to Time Magazine for your game
Okay,
reviews.
name a larger magazine, please. I'll wait.
Yeah, it's not a gaming magazine.
I'll wait. It's a pop culture magazine.
Hey, Tyler, I
I'll
need some
wait.
help with making a cabinet.
I'll
Can
wait.
you help me?
Yeah, let me go to time.com for
I'll
the.
wait.
Let me get the Time magazine for cabinet building.
I'm using my time waiting for a bigger
Yeah,
magazine.
they also put on Trump as the most influential person.
He's literally probably is in a bad way, but it's a thing called infamy.
Yeah,
Or-
your opinions.
Or he confirmed Trump voter 2024.
Not true.
Probably voted for Jill Stein.
And then even, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got best score. What did Dragon Age get?
Game of the Year.
Yeah,
Not
Time
the Game
Magazine.
Awards.
Game of the Awards is fake and paid for like the fucking.
Oh, and Time
Oscars and
Magazine
shit.
isn't.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Time Magazine's real shit. I'm gonna get a Time Magazine subscription sent to your house.
No, actually, there was like 2 or 3 months ago, I was in a, or what was it? It was a post on Reddit, and it had 3 Time covers lined up, and it said Hello Kitty, Pokemon, Cannabis. My 3 favorite things.
You're like, yes, yes, yes.
You like the magazine?
No, I like the covers.
Jordy's more of a Mad Magazine guy.
I'm just saying, if you thought about getting Dragon Age, but you saw the reviews and that scared you away, don't let the reviews scare you away because they're dumb.
Well,
That's
I've
a
already
good game.
told you, like, I will eventually get it, but I didn't really like the little bit of Inquisition that I played, so yeah, I'll wait for it to go on sale for $5 because that's what happens to all BioWare games.
You can probably get it in a pack with Bioshock 1 through 17.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like the Diablo 4. I'm just gonna wait for the deluxe edition that goes on sale for $20 in a year.
Yeah, you let me know. I got it downloaded on my PlayStation. I want to play again, but I don't want to buy the DLC right now, and I don't know anybody else who plays currently, so I don't want to play by myself.
Yeah, I think Diablo 4 was one of the most disappointing games this year.
Yeah, it could have been better. I had fun playing it, but
I like 3 a lot more. Like, Diablo 4 just made me want to play 3.
yeah.
The funny thing is, playing Diablo makes me just want to play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
I wish Baldur's Gate was cross-platform so we could run a Baldur's Gate campaign
Oh
together.
my god, that'd be so zany.
It would be a lot of fun.
It would just be so hard to not troll the fuck out of Aurie and just
Dude.
obliterate them with fire.
Grease! You've been greased! That's my favorite spell to use in Baldur's Gate 3 is grease. And you light that shit on fire.
It's been a record shiny year for me in Pokemon.
The year-end shiny count, or he's got 3. Jordy's got like 17.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I have eclipsed 17, that's for sure. What you been doing?
I got shinies, bro. You said that's shiny, and I got it within like an hour and sent it to you. It's
Out of
it's
spite.
no sweat.
I love the fact
It's
you got that
easy,
out of
bro.
spite.
It's easy mode.
Or he's fucking shook over here.
It's easy mode.
Whimsicott, more like whims and not.
My nephew's gotten more shinies on my Switch than I have.
Yeah, I figured. You're running a sweatshop over here for shiny Pokemon.
He likes playing the dungeons. Pokemon. That's another thing that I haven't heard anything about Zygarde for like a really long time. That kind of makes me nervous.
Well, I was hoping it was going to be early 2025. I get the feeling that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be holiday season next year.
Jordy, it can't be early 2025 for you.
Oh no, that's a lock.
Once,
That is
once
a
February
lot.
hits, Jordy's done.
Why?
We're done doing the podcast for a couple months.
Monster
Hunter Wilds.
Oh my
That's
god,
probably gonna be the next game that I buy too.
dude! I played the demo, and Gunlance got the biggest glow up ever. It's so crazy. Switch Axe got like 1 new attack. Gunlance got like
talk about this.
15. It is gonna be so good.
You should see Jordy's boner in his sweatpants right now.
Yeah. They're joggers.
So what's the most anticipated game in 2025?
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Nah.
I will say Pokemon Legends ZA or whatever they're calling it. That's definitely
It's pronounced
number
Za.
2.
Pokemon Legends Za.
Did you see the leak that was like the next gen is going to be called Pokemon Heights and Pokemon Depths? It looked awesome. I hope that's real. I know it's probably not, but it looked
Interesting.
awesome.
Oh, there is another game that's been delayed a bunch that should be coming out early 2025, but we're going to wait till I get my fill of Wilds. Fantasy Life. XI, I think they're calling it.
It's pronounced Psy.
It was a 3DS game called Fantasy Life, and it's just more like Animal Crossing, but RPG style, where like you have different vocations you level up, and that includes like woodworking and a tailor, fishing, paladin.
RuneScape.
I can boot it up right now.
We could watch Aurie just AFK farm for the next 4
I'll
hours.
have it up. I'm sacrificing my games.
They're asking or adding a couple of vocations, one of them being artist, so I can tell everyone fuck off, I am an artist.
You're not going to do fishing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a fucking fisherman the entire time.
Yep.
So yeah, those are my most anticipated.
Elden Ring Night Rain looks pretty cool too. There's not much information about it, but an actual co-op From Software game.
Yeah, if I don't have to grind fucking fingers to have multiplayer, yeah, I'll be better with that, because honestly, like I've told you before, if I wanted to enjoy a Soul series game at this point, it would have to become not a Soul series, which just completely defeats the
Right.
purpose. So, but I enjoyed playing through Elden Ring multiplayer, like the zany exploration, all the stupid shit that happened. That was fun to me. So there is potential that I get that.
And it's funny that you mentioned having to farm the stuff to make the summons, because Elden Ring is the easiest one.
Yeah, so
Like
I
Dark
heard.
Dark Souls 1, there's like a limited amount.
Oh yeah, because you
it's
can't. You have
humanities.
to be like alive. Or
Yeah,
whatever
you have
the
to
fuck.
burn a humanity at a bonfire to be able to summon somebody. There's also a chance you die and then you lose that. So
Mhm. I remember that part. The fucking Capra demon. Fuck that thing. All right, what's your guys?
Witcher 4 looks hype. I don't know if they had a release date yet. I can't imagine it's soon because they just did the DLC for Cyberpunk and stuff. But Witcher 4, awesome series. Such a cool character. One of my favorite
I'll come out.
fictional characters of all time.
I'll be 8 years from now. It comes out.
It's possible, yeah. But the trailer was hype, and did you guys see like everyone bitching about the trailer?
No, actually, I haven't seen anything.
the only
about
thing I've seen people complaining about is the fact that you have to play what's her name?
Series.
Yeah, that they're like, I can't really play this game because I can't put myself in the shoes of the main character because I'm not a girl. I've seen people complain about that online. I'm like,
Oh, so
fuck
sorry.
you.
Were you a fucking Witcher before?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, were you a fucking 6'5" handsome man that's just slaying demons and shit?
Oh, dude, like whenever I can make a character, like in Monster Hunter in particular, I'm gonna make my character a hot ass like chick. I'm like,
We know Jordy.
I'm gonna.
Jordy's
look at
not
something the
gay. He's
entire
not.
time,
Yeah. Jordy's not. I'm not looking at man ass the entire
Also,
time.
like, you know what I can't do with my hair? Grow it out and dye it pink and have it look good. So that's what I'm going to do.
Next time we see Jordy, he's got long
Yeah.
hair, long pink hair,
I'm not gonna rock skirts, but all my characters are gonna rock skirts.
just the scantily clad armor from RPGs.
But that's not even what people were bitching about. They're bitching that like Ciri's not hot.
Ah.
Oh my God.
It's so because they're like,
Ugh.
look at her in Witcher 3 when she's in like her early 20s in Witcher 3, and now Witcher 4 is like her as like a full ass adult. People were like, why did they make her not as hot? Why is she not hot now? It's like
Shut up, neckbeard.
she's older, one, and two, all she does is kill
Well, I was
monsters
gonna
for a
say.
living. Like, you're not like glamming up. Also, just a drop if you're excited about Witcher, Ciri's technically not a Witcher. She never went through the
Right,
trial
she
of the
never went
grasses.
through it. Yeah.
So
It's gonna be Witcher 4 asterisk.
a little bit of lore drop for you.
Yeah, you read all the Witcher books, right?
Yeah, but he just
Fucking
came out with
nerd.
a new one. He just came out with a new one.
I still need to read the first one. Well, I have my surgery this Thursday, so no video games for about a month and a half. So
Why?
I'm gonna have a lot because it's gonna be on my left wrist.
You got the Switch, bro. You got the motion controls.
Jordy buys one of those adaptive controllers just for a month.
So it's gonna be lots of turn-based RPGs, is what it's gonna be.
Just get really good at Marvel Rivals with one hand.
Yeah.
You could put your controller down on a table and just
You could play Yumi in League of Legends.
yeah, but then you'd
Good
have to play
reference.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
You could just AFK farm in RuneScape.
You could. Yeah. Mouse. That's all you need.
I'm just planning on fucking actually catching up on my backlog of books, and The Witcher, The Last Wish, and The Blood of Elves is on my shelf, so I need to knock those out. As much as I enjoyed the part of Witcher 3 that I did play, I didn't finish it because that was a game that seemed to have too much in it.
No, not enough.
Oh, no. But the story and like the atmosphere, everything that they have built within the Witcher fantasy, I fucking love. So I want to actually read the source material.
CD Projekt Red's still my favorite studio.
After that, dude, my favorite thing about Cyberpunk, it was
good
delayed for
fucking
so
game.
long. One of my coworkers, when I was working out in Idaho, over a year before the release, he took off the entire week it was going to release. And then like a month before it came out, they're like, actually, we're going to push it back a couple weeks.
Oh, that
and
sucks.
it was the blackout dates from there on forward. So he couldn't take off for that week afterwards. He was so mad.
Just saying, Cyberpunk's a really fucking good game now. It's completely fixed, and the DLC was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, stop releasing unfinished games.
Okay, that's
It's not
fair.
going to happen.
That's fair, but I'm just saying, like, people still shit on it, and like, it's a good game now. Like, yeah, they shouldn't be released like that, but now it's a solid fucking game.
It's the No Man's Sky thing, where
The
No Man's
DLC
Sky
also
came
good.
out with like the biggest promises in the world, and is now finally a good game after like 7 years.
I was
of
like Final
updates
Fantasy 14 as well. It came out and it was considered hot garbage, and then they guess added a whole shit ton and revamped it.
Oh, we could have done this from the start, but we'll see how the numbers are. If they're low, we just won't do anything about it. But
I'm actually wildly impressed with Marvel Rivals release. Remember when Overwatch 2 first came out and you couldn't get it in the game for like 3 or 4 days?
yeah,
I'm finding games in seconds, and I've not had
Yep.
any drops or anything like that. So good
No.
on them for
No
actually
latency.
being prepared.
and having a good server too. I heard concurrent players, and the first day was like 400,000 people on Steam alone.
What even
Which
is
is-
it?
It's like a 6v6 hero shooter, kind of like Overwatch 1 was.
Third person.
Yeah, it's very
The
Smite
garbage.
like. It's very Smite like almost.
Smite's a MOBA.
Yeah, but it's not MOBA like, but it's got MOBA
Like
elements to it.
the targeting and like the
Is
shooting.
it move the payload or is it?
Yeah, it's
like,
got
Yeah,
like
it's move the payload.
Nexus, and then it's garbage.
Yeah, and then it's got like but I will say like it feels great for like a first release. Sure,
Yeah.
there's some characters that are wildly overpowered right now, but like in terms of just being able to play the game, good on them for being prepared for that.
We'll see how they handle that. I hope they buff and don't just nerf everybody. Like, I hope they don't take fucking Scarlet Witch and just make her unusable.
Dude, Jeff the Land Shark is so cheesy because his ultimate ability just swallows everyone and you have 5 seconds to move around the map. All you got to do is just find a ledge, and there's a lot of ledges, and you just yeet the entire team off. That's going to get
You
nerfed.
get the-
I hope that
The
gets
J
nerfed.
Uso Yeet.
Yes. Just
Oh, big things for Aurie this year. Or this was your first year you went to a wrestling show, right? Or was that last year?
they
That was right, that was right. I was in-
with staring with their childlike wonder up at the
Like this? Hold on. Let me get this.
yeah,
Bro, I don't
getting all the
want
high fives.
High five me. December 28th, you coming to that one?
Am I invited?
Yeah, you are right now.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Invitation revoked.
I want to bring enough people to just take out an entire row in like the third row and then just be obnoxious the entire night. Boo!
Oh, so I just randomly remembered this, but on the way here, when I was driving here today, I saw the weirdest sign I've ever seen just right in our neighborhood. It said, money cash for diabetes supplies. Is that legal?
It's sad.
But I mean, is that legal if you have your diabetes medication? That's a prescription, right? How can you like sell
Well,
it?
supplies would be like syringes and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Not talking about the actual like medication.
Yeah, I don't know about buying
Oh.
like syringes from like a.
Or like
Right,
insulin.
I was
You
like-
selling your insulin?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. How can you just post something saying that you'll buy this shit? That's totally illegal, right? But
Not a great year to talk about healthcare. If you're a CEO, watch your back.
yeah, Luigi Mario.
I actually heard it wasn't Luigi who gunned that guy down. I heard it was his fucking like alter ego evil
Waluigi.
twin Waluigi. Come on.
You-
Don't fucking step on the joke. Jesus Christ.
Sure, it wasn't Luigi Primo. Have you seen him, right?
No.
The fucking pizza guy.
the pro wrestler who wrestles with a pizza dough at all times.
He's like a professional like dough tosser.
Yeah, he like throws it at them while he's like sitting there flipping it.
Yeah, 2024 was like pretty good for media. Kind of sucked for political and then
You're saying.
world
Kinda
stuff.
sucked for political. Brother, we're not even in it yet. 2025. This might be an illegal podcast in 2025. I don't know.
What was your favorite like show or movie this year? I don't think I saw a single movie this year that was from this year at least.
Well,
Movies
the only movie
suck.
that I saw in theaters this year was that It Ends With Us, and that was because Kayla went to see Godzilla with me.
That domestic violence movie?
Yeah, that was. mhm.
That's like on Netflix already.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is actually. I just saw that on Netflix.
I was happy that Kayla liked it. That was all I could say.
Dude,
But oh no, I will see a movie next Friday. So I have my surgery Thursday, and then Friday, you know what comes out?
probably another Godzilla movie.
King
Sonic 3
Kong. Oh my God.
with Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog.
You and David going to see it together?
Dude, have you guys seen the first two?
I've seen the first one.
I've not seen any.
Two
of
was
them.
actually fantastic. Idris Elba as Knuckles, fucking hilarious. Though, here's the thing that really annoys me, though. The fact that they didn't save Knuckles for 3, so they could call it Sonic 3 and Knuckles, really pisses me off.
What do you mean Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Remember the Sega Genesis game where it's like you got Sonic 3, but then you got the expansion pack you clicked on top that let you play as Knuckles?
Sega Genesis game. I never had a Sega Genesis.
Every time people make fun of like all the different tags, like, you know, Mario Odyssey, DX, plus this, and Knuckles, they'll always have and Knuckles at the end because of that. Wow. Know your video games, bruh.
I'm not a Sonic stan.
Like fishing vibes, bruh.
Sonic Battle Adventure 2 was the best Sonic. And that's probably the only one I played.
Just because you like the soundtrack?
Just because I never had a Sega.
I think this movie came out in 2024. I have to look now. I don't remember.
Saltburn or whatever.
No. I've never seen that. I've heard it's
I thought
risque. Yeah. Dune 2 in IMAX was insane.
Dune 2 is a great movie.
Was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, the sound in IMAX is nuts. Britt had to leave midway through the movie because she was just feeling too anxious. Jeez. She had to walk away. And then she could still hear, like, the rattling in the bathroom.
Damn.
Like, I texted her, like, I snuck my phone out. I was just like, hey, are you all right? Because she'd been gone for, like, 10 minutes. And she's like, yeah, I just needed to chill out for a second. Because, dude, when, like, a fucking sandworm popped out of the Doom, it was just like, whoa. I also got way too high before I went into that.
Yeah, figures.
I was new to the drugs at the time, and I did too much. I kept accidentally turning...
You like the spice.
I kept accidentally turning the heat on the seat, and I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, so I'd have to get up and look at it.
Your movie theater has heated seats?
It's the IMAX theater in New York. I came down here to see it in. I wanted to see it in IMAX.
I've never seen IMAX.
IMAX is cool. Dune 2 and IMAX is insane.
Those were wrong answers. The best, I'll say my runner-up was the Fallout series on Netflix was fantastic. But my number one was Arcane Season 2.
Hey,
literal Arcane Season 2.
Literal work of art.
Guess who got the number one adaptation to film award?
Did.
Yep.
Yeah. Which, like, I don't care about the adaptation of a video game because, like, I don't value Arcane as an adaptation of League of Legends. Like,
I didn't enjoy the first episode.
It's just a good ass show.
First episode sucked.
No, you suck. The first episode literally.
Meh.
You have to make it to episode 3 to really get hooked, but the first episode is still good.
Bad show.
Watch it, fucker.
I tried.
No, you didn't try hard enough.
Just got Netflix. Guess what? I instantly downvoted so it wouldn't show up on my feed anymore. Arcane.
No, you're gonna watch it.
No, I know neither of you watch it, but I think my favorite TV show of 2024 was The Penguin, which was incredible. No, The Penguin was a fantastic 9-episode crime drama. Fantastic episode crime drama.
I've heard it's
9-episode crime drama.
Real life sucks.
This isn't real life.
Aurie speaking about their own life.
Real life sucks, bro. That's all.
This is terrible for
me. Animation.
Clanime.
It's like, I don't know. It's just a better story. What? Who cares about Batman?
My thing is like
Batman's not even in it.
I don't give a fuck. It's the Batman universe. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not a Batman stan either.
They said there's going to be a Clayface show. I'm down for that. I always enjoyed Clayface.
Yeah, I think with how well the Penguin series did, I think Matt Reeves and stuff will probably... I think the next plan is Batman 2, but then I think they might do other Batman villain shows, which I would enjoy.
The Batman...
Aurie's praying mid-podcast episode.
I did not like the Batman.
Yeah. Don't let that change your mind about watching the Penguin, because the Penguin's great, but I did not care about for the Matt Reeves Batman either.
Oh, and what about Joker 2 being a surprise musical?
And being fucking one of the worst rated movies of 2024.
That cracks my shit up.
Aurie's a big Joker 2 fan.
So wait, Aurie, when it comes to anime, do you actually keep up with like yearly releases, or do you just watch whatever?
I watch what I want to watch.
Yeah, because that's my thing. I don't pay attention to the years, so I don't know like what comes out.
Well, I rewatched Neon Evangelion. Whatever the fuck.
Congratulations, we got through that.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Is that the one you talked about with Lyra?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Rewatched that, and then the recent anime I've been watching is Dawn to Dawn, which is this season.
I've heard from multiple people it's good, but I have a couple other things I'm still finishing.
It's pretty fucking zany.
I need to finish Blue Lock first.
Nah, that sucks.
I just started rewatching Breaking Bad.
That's not an anime.
Absolutely incredible.
We're talking
First 7 episodes of that series. I used to tell people, like, oh, you got to get through season 1 and then it picks up. Season 1
I can't get through episode 3 and you want me to get through season 1?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I tried the first 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, and
no, you gotta do it. No, it's so good. And like rewatching it, you pick up on things that you didn't see the first time. It's so great.
when he made meth in a different bathtub.
No, it's like there's like little like Easter eggs and stuff throughout. Like you're not gonna watch it, so I'll just tell you. It's episode 6 where like they start finally cooking meth and stuff, and they're trying to find
Takes
like
that long.
No, they cook it a couple times, but like they finally get serious about like the production, and they find like a drug distributor to like get their meth to more people. But obviously the guy's a psychopath because he deals meth in large amounts. So he beats up Jesse Pinkman, who's played by Aaron Paul, and then Walter White, who has never dealt this side with like drug distribution and stuff, has to go to the guy, but makes fulminated mercury, which at the beginning of the episode, he's a chemistry teacher, and they're talking about fulminated mercury on like the whiteboard, and he's talking about chemical reactions. And the one girl's like, oh, an explosion's a chemical reaction. He's like, exactly. And then at the end of the episode, Walter White smashes fulminated mercury on the ground and like causes an explosion. And then like Tuco, the evil drug lord, is like, oh, this guy's crazy. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Nah, it's great. It's great. Breaking Bad is a
I
fucking...
think that's an Easter egg. I think that's like a fucking...
You're an Easter egg.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah.
You're an Easter egg.
Yeah, in terms of shows, like, honestly... So here's the thing for me with shows. We've been trying to like cut down on spending and stuff. So we've gone to ad-supported tiers of a lot of things. Netflix restricts certain content to the ad-supported tier, which is really fucking dumb to me. But I'm not going to pay $9 extra a month to not have it. It's a weird like throwback to like growing up in the 90s and muting commercials and shit like that.
That's what I do if Britt and I were watching like... I feel like we also saw the advent of a lot of like free movie apps this year, like fucking Tubi, and Freevee.
Well, Freevee's getting shut down and just getting merged into Prime Video.
Fruby or Buddy or
the Roku channel.
The Roku channel. But yeah, I mute the ads every time like we're watching something on there, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about these ads.
Kayla and I had this moment where it's like, yeah, we've been married a while. We were sitting there. She was watching Survivor because we got Paramount Plus again, the ad-supported version, and we have all the ads on mute, and we're just in dead silence. We're just sitting there, not saying a goddamn thing. And this commercial comes up, and at the end, the logo says Medifax. It goes by. We're still sitting there in silence for like 10 seconds, and at the same exact time, we both say, "I thought it said Metafarts." So now I need to get that printed and just put it on our wall. Just
Metafarts.
Like, that's just bad font choice. If a C looks that much like an R, that two people at the same time are thinking it's Metafarts.
Cool.
Yeah, you're talking about my story.
Holy shit.
Metafarts.
Metafarts. But yeah, lots of Survivor. That's all that's been in my life because I'm vicariously watching it through Kayla.
Outwit, Outlast, Outplay.
All right, well, I guess that's all of 2024.
Yeah. 2024 is a pretty boring year for me, actually.
2024 was a year of revitalizations for me with like different games I played and going back to playing them again.
And we'll never finish.
And we'll never finish.
Ocarina of Time, I just fired that back up. I'll finish that shit.
I
Best
beat
Zelda
Majora's
game.
Mask this year.
Well, mid.
Best Zelda game.
Nah.
Oh, great.
Nah.
I'm gonna go walk.
Literally.
I'm gonna go walk away for 10 minutes and come back, and you guys are still fucking arguing about things they don't care about.
It's our life.
That group chat is the literal eye roll emoji.
I just get to the point where I just like winding Aurie up. I'm not even like firmly
not hard.
holding my
Yeah,
my
you just don't
opinions.
have
It's just so fun to just get
don't have
Aurie
anything
pissed.
to say.
I have enough
You
to say to
literally
get you
sent me
wound
a
up.
fucking article from like honeybadger.com or something.
It was literally listing the Game of the Year nominations for the Game Awards. Anybody can have
It wasn't
that information.
TimeMagazine.com.
Hey, what's that Metacritic rating saying? The
Metacritic
Metaphor Refantasio had a 94
bombed
critic
Dragon
rating.
Age for having a trans character, and that's dumb as
No,
fuck.
what about the critic ratings? It was 82. That's 12 points less than Metaphor.
the same thing? They're the same people. Bro.
Universal acclaim.
Time
There's
magazine.
a stamp on Metaphor
Time.
that says universal acclaim.
Time magazine. It's time to get educated. That's our new tagline. Yeah, I don't think games this year were like, I didn't find any game like I super like was like life changing for me. Like,
Now, there weren't like many huge releases that like, because as much as I'm a Persona stan and shit like that, even though I knew they made the Metaphor game, I knew nothing about it when it came out. I waited like a solid month. It was actually Aurie is the one who convinced me to get it when they said it was medieval Persona. I'm like, I'm on it.
fuck, I'm never talking like that.
That's your fault, bro.
Dude, Jordy, you would actually really like this.
Any kind of mid game list.
At least I said I'll eventually get Dragon Age. It's just, it'll be $5 in a year, so.
And then it won't be as like impressive because it'll be like 5-year-old like graphics and technology, and then you'll be like, oh, the graphics aren't that good, and the gameplay is not really modernized.
Dude, I use the Nintendo 64 emulator on the Switch a shit ton.
So do I.
I started playing Phasmophobia this year,
Oh,
which is the scariest game in the world.
That's a good game. It's terrifying.
Oh my god, it's so fucking scary.
One of these days you got to play with the actual in-game chat, like not through Discord.
I've done that a couple times, and you get too far away from people, you can faintly hear them.
Yeah.
The first time I played with I think I played with Jesse and Austin from Bedroom Floor, and we played game chat, and you like faintly can hear people be like, "Oh, I got cold breath over here," and you're just like, "What?" And then the fucking lights flicker, and you
and then they don't answer.
Fucking send chills up my spine. Or you gotta get Phasmophobia. Jesse just told me he played in fucking VR the other day.
Oh,
Which
God
sounds like
Christ.
something I would
No.
never do in my entire
I'm
life.
not a scaredy boy. Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah, but Phasmophobia is a little bit... Resident Evil is scary. But Phasmophobia is terrifying.
I got the Resident Evil 4 like remaster or remake, whatever they did, when it was like $10, but I needed more room on my PS5, so I haven't played it yet. But I've never played a Resident Evil game in my life, but I was told that's a good entry point.
When I played Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 did come out on the PlayStation 2, right? No, the PlayStation 2.
The original?
Yeah, I think it
so.
did. I played through that with a friend of mine when I was younger and stuff. I really liked Resident Evil 4.
I just
Sorry, does the remaster have better controls? Are the controls updated?
I think it's more of like a remake than it is a remaster.
Because I didn't love the controls of the original. I always thought the Resident Evil controls, just like Metal Gear Solid, I tried to play
tank controls.
Yeah, I tried to play.
It wasn't
those.
Tank Control.
Oh.
4 was the first one that was not.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was just kind of like a little clunky. But I feel the same way about Metal Gear Solid. I really like Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, but those games are just not fun to play because the controls are bad.
Yeah, that's like the Soul Reaver series. I love that story. I love the characters in it, but going back and trying to play it, you forget how far we've come from like just having a joystick changes everything.
Yeah, I remember getting a PlayStation 1 that didn't have the first PlayStation 1 shipped without DualShock, without analog sticks.
Yeah.
I remember playing Ape Escape with just fucking D-pad. That game got a lot easier once you got a stick.
Well, I was going to say, I think that's what Astrobot was. Like, I really didn't know anything about it, but yeah, Astrobot won Game of the Year, but I guess it's from the Ape Escape team or something like that, or just a very similar vein. But they had a bunch of Easter eggs I saw in there. They had like the Bloodborne character, they had Soul Bad Guy and Ryu call outs. Like, they had a lot of cool stuff. So eventually, when it comes with a Game of the Year edition for $20, I'll pick that shit up.
Or you got fucking crazy RBF today. What is it?
Wait, did
Just
Spider-Man-
constantly, you just do this. You do this all. You're just like,
Wait, did Spider-Man 2 come out this year?
No, that was last year.
That was last
Yeah.
year? Okay.
I beat Spider-Man 2.
I'm waiting for that to go on sale. I'll get that eventually.
Good
Because I loved the first one. The
Yeah, I
first
like
one was
Spider-Man
great.
2 a lot.
Oh, did you like Spider-Man Aurie? Oh, Xbox.
Oh, you can't play it. That's so sad. Did you get Phasmophobia and play with us?
No, I can't. I'm missing out on all my Marvel and DC games. What am
I
gonna
didn't play any
do?
of DC games this year.
Oh, Penguin's my favorite show.
The Penguin's a great fucking show.
Nah,
The series finale had like 10 million viewers when it aired.
cool.
I'm sorry, watch Arcane.
Sorry, man.
League of Legends is so cool.
Arcane
I'm a
is
virgin.
a work of art.
Yeah.
It is the best art and like just storytelling and
Art's
like
subjective.
the visuals are no, it's not. Arcane 2.
Art is subjective.
Oh.
2 was amazing.
You know what's coming out in a couple weeks? So I'm going to sound more like a virgin here. Yesterday, I went to play in a
Hard to
Pokemon
do.
TCG tournament at a local store in Maryland. And I asked him, because I saw an advertisement, there's a Gundam card game coming out. And they're like, oh yeah, we're one of the only stores in Maryland that are getting the pre-releases. So, guess who's going?
All of us. for a live release. Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Just making fun of everybody who's walking up. We're like, this fucking guy's a nerd. Talk to him. Reach out to him and see if they'll let us come. That'd be fucking hilarious.
It was actually, I will say, the Pokemon TCG, like, I don't know if you guys ever actually played Magic. That's way too much. There's way too fucking much going on. At least the Pokemon TCG is digestible. But that was fun. Even though it was chaotic, it was a good time.
Pokemon trading card game would be more fun if you had a Pokemon faint, if you just get punched. You have to take actual damage.
Oh, Pokemon TCG Pocket, that came out this year. We've all been making fun of Aurie and their shitty picks.
Yeah. I've been on the biggest drought of my life in that game right now. It's actually crazy.
Well, there's a new set dropping the 17th, they say.
Yeah, David hit us with that instantly. Like, I'm sure as soon as the news dropped, Dave was like, boys, we got 80 more cards coming next week. David's sinking real money into that.
Have either of you actually tried battling in it yet?
Yeah.
No, I just collect the cards.
It's actually a lot of fun.
I battle.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I think they did a really good job of like simplifying.
Some of the cards are fucking dumb though.
Well, there's a clear meta right now. It's either Mewtwo EX or Dragonite. Those are the two that just wreck shop.
Some bullshit cards.
I got a Dragonite and a Mewtwo EX. I'm good. I'll play.
Well, with Mewtwo EX, you just get Gardevoir in there. You have instant energy
bullshit.
Acceleration, and it's the most annoying
But
thing
it does take forever to set up. David tried to do that shit. David battled me like 3 times the one night because he made that Mewtwo deck. I beat him every time because it just takes so long to set up.
Well, yeah, I found a really cheap one that doesn't have any EXs. You run Pidgeot and like the poison, like so Coughing and Muck. Pidgeot has an ability where you can just swap out their Pokemon for free every turn. So they're like, oh, I retreat and bring in my big nuke, and no, it goes back to the bench. But yeah, I think they did a great job with making it simpler. And that way you only have to play like 5 to 10 minutes per game. I think that's good.
You know, I'm just not a mobile game guy. I really don't play any games on my phone. A game that I did start playing this year that I forgot to mention was Vampire Survivors, which is a great game. Absolutely incredible.
Still don't really know what it is, but I know there was a huge like uproar about it.
Yeah, it's just basically like a roguelike 2 where you just pick a character. You don't act. The only controls you should actually get it when you have your surgery because you only need one hand to play it. You just control it.
Like just movement.
Yeah, and then like the attacks come out automatically and stuff. And you can get to like you can pick up 6 different weapons as you're walking and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Or just fuck you.
I'm listening.
You're like the most disinterested person anytime someone has anything.
It was on sale on Steam, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. And then I watched someone play it, like gameplay of it, and I was like, this looks dumb.
There's about 60 different characters you can pick that all have different weapons to start. Sorry that you need to get good. Sorry you're just watching Arcane. I'm watching Arcane.
It's so good.
Oh, Smite 2 came out, and I've heard nobody talk about
Actually,
it.
nobody cares about that.
I wanted to play it when it first like released, but then it was like closed. It was like you had to buy like the whatever, like Gods Forever or whatever to play it, like the beta. It's like, why am I gonna pay to play something I don't even play? Like I don't even know what it is.
So it's like an entirely new game. It's not just like slapped on top of Smite. It's a new engine. Because I was like,
no, it's a separate
I bought
game.
like the God pack in the old one, so that doesn't carry over?
No.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't think any of your skins carry over. You
skins don't either.
Wow.
Because that was the big thing. I was like, Aurie was like, I'm not playing if skins don't roll over.
Yeah,
I hate that in games where skins do fuck all for you outside of make you look pretty, how valuable they are to me.
Yeah. Well,
how valuable they are to everybody.
If you're good, you have to have a skin.
No, the real flex is having a base skin and being really good at a game. You roll up with the base Reinhardt skin, and you're like, this guy fucking sucks. And then I'm fucking earth shattering 360s on you.
The Smite 2 is like the same exact thing, same exact champs, just new engine. That's it.
So it just looks nicer?
I guess.
Maybe it plays a little smoother.
Playing and it didn't look that much nicer. Like, I don't know. I don't mind like more cartoony graphics if it runs smoother and it's like less demanding on your shit.
There's too much knowledge involved in MOBAs. That's why I can't really get into them.
Especially with like Smite, I think that's the main reason I didn't. I like having a wide variety of characters, but if you want to get good, you have to know each character.
And Smite is hard because every fucking ability has like a literal 2 paragraphs.
Yeah. let's talk about stacks.
Like League is nice, even more friendly because it's just like each ability is pretty simple.
Right.
No, nobody's ever said League is more friendly.
No.
It's more user friendly. The people will call you names. That
I was going to say the Rivals chat been pretty bad lately.
Oh, I haven't noticed any of the Rivals chat.
Yes. It's mainly people just calling people trash. We're in bronze, my dude.
Oh, you're playing comp. We should play some comp today. I'd be into that.
Is
I'd
it
be into
PC
that.
or is it like Xbox?
It's everything.
Yeah, it's
I just
crossplay.
don't. I don't think does PC crossplay into. Okay.
Can I play as the raccoon?
Yeah. Rocket's character.
All right, I'm in.
They're actually one of the most OP healers ever because I did.
He's a healer?
Yeah. He's a support.
Yeah, what's really cool about that game, Marvel Rivals, please reach out to us. We're giving you free publicity for the 23 people who listen to these episodes each week. But it's really cool too because you can like if you pick certain characters, you get like team up abilities and you can do like even more moves. Like Rocket and Groot can do something cool. I think Rocket can like ride on Groot's back. Jordy plays a lot of tank. He can play Groot. You can play Rocket. You guys can be a tandem.
Yeah, I'll carry your ass like I do it everything.
I'm not playing raccoon anymore.
You should download. We should play it today, actually, since nobody wants to play
I'll
fucking
download it.
Fall Guys.
Just too good at that game. It's unfair.
But mentioning people listening, we had pretty cool stats in our raps, so thank you to everyone who listens. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't look at the numbers all the time, but I'll check like monthly, and even like older episodes will still get like 10 streams sometimes a week. It's weird. I don't know how the algorithm works for Spotify and stuff for podcasts, but like the Demon Dice episode did kind of crazy numbers actually for us.
Which is hilarious to me because
Me.
that's when my internal mic was being used for some reason. Like when my power went out, I don't know what happened, but it reset to my. I don't know where my mic is on my PC, but it wasn't my actual microphone. The worst sound quality of all time.
Yeah. That one did really well.
Yeah, we got our first comments ever.
They weren't great comments.
They were for me.
They're like-
They sounded exactly like, Aurie, if you don't like it, it's unfair
That's
that you're
called-
judging it.
That's called people. That's called everyone
They're like-
else. I'm a man of the people.
You were like, they were the other two just didn't get it. Yeah, we didn't get it because it wasn't good. If Demon Dice releases an album I like, I will be truthful and be like, I like this. I think it's good.
I can't said things that I liked on there.
No, it's not enough. 1, 2, you liked the fucking Maury album when we were playing it on tour in the van. You liked the Greedy song. That's literally the song you said that was your favorite song. And now you say it's shit and you make fun of it.
It's a character, brother.
So,
Yeah, I'm greedy.
It's a good fucking album.
I do find it funny though. Here's those things. I like to branch out and try different things.
Except fruit.
Well, Maury, I will say there's a couple songs like in that one album of Maury, you know, the 9.5 Deadly Sins or whatever the fuck it was. I liked the
72 Deadly
majority
Sins.
of it.
Cinderella.
I actually liked that better than Demon Dice, and people would still be like, "Oh, didn't praise it enough," and it's like,
You didn't.
but because of your attitude with that shit, you know what happens anytime you're like, you need to watch this. We were like, you need to watch Arcane. You need to
You need
push
to
on through the
watch
first.
Arcane.
You know what? I'm not going to fucking do it
You
because
need
I
to.
know it doesn't matter how much I enjoy it. If I have any criticism, null
'Cause
and
I
void.
know you'll fall in love with it and like be as passionate about it.
No, I will.
Yes, you will. Arcane is
No.
so good.
Jinx a bitch.
Jinx, so much emotion. Oh my god. Here's my thing. If you're listening and you have watched Arcane, you are automatically invited on this podcast so I can have someone to talk to.
I just find it funny that like I would. If Aurie had not been such a bitch about all the things I have complimented before, I would have gone out of my
didn't
way to
make the
watch
comments.
it.
That wasn't my burner account. That was other people.
No, that was you. You've on the cast, bro. You
No, I
literally
mean the
told me I
comments.
didn't
On the cast.
compliment it enough.
People that commented, thank you for one. I'm sure you just listened to that episode and never listened to anything else, but that's fine. And thank you for pointing out the hypocrisy,
What hypocrisy?
bro. You came too hard.
Yeah, the Pokemon fucked shit.
Kayla has also said the same thing.
I'm just saying they called you out. I didn't get called out. There's no comments calling me out. I'm
Yeah,
good.
because I had criticism of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. That's fucked up.
That's why every episode from there on, I took their whole little, tissy fit that they had, and I said, hey, no, I'm just saying, from what they were saying, I'm like, okay, that's why from here on out, I have to say, these are my thoughts.
Thoughts and opinions.
Yeah. What's
did
the
on
point of reviewing an album if you can't have your thoughts?
Thoughts and prayers.
The Aloha episode too.
Oh my god.
Ignorant, bro. That shit's fire. That's one of my top played albums this year.
Alex, I'll take episodes I'm glad I wasn't there for.
Oh my goodness. The amount of like lyrical bullshit Aurie's been on, and then that album gets a pass. That
good.
album gets a pass.
There's some good lines. I also tore it apart the last song.
Yeah, and you're still like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the music's good.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got camera malfunction.
Oopsie.
We got droopy dick camera over here.
Man down.
All right. We forgot how this works.
There we are. So yes, I
What
know.
was your favorite album to record, or favorite episode to record this year?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Honestly, the album reviews are a ton of fun to me. I've had a really good time because also it forces me, even if it's stuff I generally do not like, I like going out of my way to find things that I do enjoy about it. I think that's a fun challenge. Instead of just sitting there and saying everything's bad, I try to go out of my way to find, like with the Aloha one, I said the beats, producer, fucking Brill. Like, he's great.
You say Brill?
Brill.
Some of the vocalists were great, and I've been listening to a lot of Raichi recently too.
Well, that was
Raichi, you liked Ember of Maine.
yeah, I did.
Damn, or even remembering what you liked about them. So you can bring it back up later.
That's the only thing he said that was positive.
I'm trying to
On the
remember
beats.
what the one VTuber that I think Hakos Bales. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
I've actually really enjoyed them. So
Or he's like,
The
you
last
can't, you're
VTuber
not
you told me
a,
to listen to was bad.
or he's like, you're not allowed to listen to VTubers. I'm the only one allowed to listen to VTubers.
Right, yeah.
I just know VTubers, bro.
VTubers are my life, actually. Arcane and VTubers.
Hey, Twitch had a rap. My number one Twitch viewer was a VTuber. Shout out Lyra.
I tried to pop into her streams whenever I got the chance.
Yeah, they're fun.
My favorite episode to record was probably the last Sky episode. It was a lot of fun.
I was about to say, it's always
That was a
when
good
Sky comes on. And agreed with me for everything.
No,
That's the best part.
Honestly, getting Aurie to sit through the Signs of the Swarm album,
it was pretty fun.
that
That's a
was
funny episode,
hilarious
too.
to me. I had a blast putting Aurie through that. But I wasn't even the one that said I wanted to do a deathcore album. You guys are like, let's do it. And I'm like, all right.
I'm pretty sure you did say you wanted to do a deathcore album like multiple
No,
times.
I think
No,
Tyler's the one who
Yeah,
suggested
the
it.
Deathcore album was always something I thought would be funny.
Suggested
Yeah, because I've always been like, I want to try shit like I've either never listened to or never been a fan of to try and find things.
Well, I think... Who has the next pick?
No, next pick has got to be bad albums that we have to listen to.
We do. We got to do one of those.
Well, I'm just saying who has the next personal pick is, I guess, Jordy.
No, it's probably you, actually.
No, I think it's...
I did Turnover. Jordy did Signs of the Swarm. I think it's your...
Then I did Aloha. No,
Oh.
I did Aloha and then Turnover, and then I think it's you, and then
So-
me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think
So,
I'm going to go
You
country.
want to pick shit? Actually kill myself.
Dude, Alan Jackson.
I will actually kill
No,
myself.
Alan Jack. Okay, so all right, you want to talk about like worst song of all time? My number one, and my coworkers know this, and they fuck around with me because it. Fucking Chattahoochee can burn in hell. It can get fucked and go to hell and back.
You know the
I
song.
hate.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
I
Never
hate that song.
around to
And then
the hoochie
I
coochie.
walk in to change at my locker on Friday, and there's a piece of paper taped to it with print that says. Physically, I'm here, but mentally, I'm down yonder on the Chattahoochee. I was punched a hole in my locker.
Not fucking again!
I'll say it. Objectively, since there's so much country that's listened to up in that OR, I'd much rather listen to modern country than the old hokey shit.
If I was getting an operation, they were listening to country, I would stop. I'd be like, actually, I need to go to a different hospital.
Please wake me up. I don't want to be here anymore.
I like when people, because the one surgeon really likes listening to like dadcore stuff, so like Slipknot, and like that level of metal and Disturbed, Five Finger Death Punch. Respect, it's at least heavier than most stuff.
Wow.
But when somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Jordy listens to the really heavy shit," and they're like, "Oh, like Slipknot," it's like, no. I'm like, no, if the vocalist sounds like a garbage disposal, you're at the right place.
Like Kellen Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a coworker when I was in high school who I didn't have my license at the time, like dropped me off at my house one time. He's like, "Oh, hey man, what do you want to listen to on the ride back?" And I was just like, he's like, "You listen to heavy stuff, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I like I was just listening to like Unearthed and stuff like that, like Kill Switch and stuff." And he was like, "Oh shit, I got something." Puts on Disturbed, and I'm just like, "This ain't it, bro. This
You
ain't
fell
it.
off.
This ain't it."
You fell off.
Ooh, ah, ah, ah. So what album do we want to do we should talk about what bad album we want to listen to. I think that's funny.
Yeah, because like my thing is, I know it's popular to hate on Nickelback, but I can't say I've really listened to much Nickelback.
Nickelback is getting kind of a glow up right now. A lot of people were just being like, well, maybe Nickelback's not that bad.
Dude, people were stoked to see Creed recently. I was surprised people were stoked to see Creed because I thought everyone hated them.
If I had to give the glow up music award of the year, it's Creed. Creed, the internet took Creed and was just like, you know what? Fucking Creed's kind of cool, right? And then everybody was just like...
Definitely Knocked Loose, because they're inescapable no matter how mad they are.
I've never really listened
Aurie's
to
a fucking Knocked Loose hater. And I like the older Knocked Loose better. What do you... This is all recorded, man. I don't know why you just keep fucking with your mic. I literally can hear everything you do.
Fuck off.
It's just...
Oh, fucking bothering me. I can hear too.
Fucking hands over here.
Knocked Loose is mid. I've never listened to it.
Oh yeah, didn't they play on like Jimmy Kimmel or something?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't get Aurie started on...
Core.
No, it's great for modern heavy music, for a band like that to be on a show like that.
Yeah, I can support that. Even though I don't like them, I'm all for like something different getting aired.
That was a very popular segment on Jimmy Kimmel too. I remember seeing people being like, my kid was afraid of this. No, fuck your kid then, man. What?
What?
You're like, fuck your kid.
It's like, isn't it late night?
Yeah, I think it's on after 11 p.m. Be a better parent first. But yeah, Knocked Loose. You can hate Knocked Loose, whatever. But if you're a fan of heavy music and you don't appreciate a band like that being on something as popular as Jimmy Kimmel, maybe the late night shows are dying or whatever, but something like a band like Knocked Loose getting mainstream attention is only going to be good for the genre. And if you don't believe in that, fuck you. You're not a part of the genre anymore.
Oh, I'm in a band though.
No, you're not. I'm also in a band.
All right.
That's my thing. It's like, even though I don't like them, if it can bring exposure, it's like over time I've gotten less of like, I listen to real metal. I used to be like that. I'll admit it.
We were all like that.
But like when people are like, oh, I really like Five Finger Death Punch and stuff, I'm like, you know, I'm glad that you're at least branching out into something that's not yacht rock.
What's your wife say when you hit her?
So yeah, that's where it's like I try to appreciate those things. I don't like Metallica, but I appreciate what they did for the genre of metal.
Metallica's got riffs.
So it's like that kind of stuff I've kind of changed my tune on. It's less of superiority, more like at least they've done something for what I enjoy.
So what's your artist to blow up in 2025? Other than Elsewhere?
They're not going to. I heard they lost their best member.
Nah, bro.
I mean, so not that I think they'll necessarily blow up. I don't think they'll ever be huge, but Decayer recently had
Jordy's
a weird...
Jordy's been on the Decayer train since day one.
Yeah, but here's what's really weird. So they said about a month ago they were sending off their full-length album to be mastered.
What's mastering?
I know, exactly. I don't know what that is, but all I know is recently they completely deleted everything on their Instagram. On their Facebook, they changed their profile picture to just black and then posted it just says, things change.
I thought
I'm worried. Like, I'm hoping it's a work. Like, I hope they're like trolling us and it's going to be this like, oh, actually, we're releasing this album and it's this big new thing. I'm really hoping there's not allegations.
Yeah, I think they'll probably like maybe next Friday they'll like be like new album coming.
You don't hype up allegations.
No, that's where I'm just like, but the fact that they just like deleted everything from their Instagram's weird because they used to post actually fairly frequently.
Yeah, you probably just don't know it since you're not like in the scene, but that's pretty common.
Okay,
be like, oh, we're kind of like maybe they're going a different direction musically and
maybe
stuff.
Like a rebrand of sorts.
Yeah, kind of.
I hope not. I like their shit as it is.
They're a great band though. They're great live.
But yeah, I don't think they'll necessarily. Distant, I think, is kind of taking the reins of like the lead of deathcore, and with this newest album, I can only see them moving forward.
Never heard of them.
What did you just say?
Never heard of them.
Oh, you made that all one word. You said never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Never heard of them.
What's your artist Xanax?
Lil Xan. It's Lil Xan. Lil Xanny bar.
Album of the year.
So yeah, that's like for me in my realm. I see them as kind of being a front runner like Chelsea Grin and Lorna Shore are. I think they've found that foothold.
My artist to blow up in 2025, and I said this last year, but I'm saying it again, is Rin Rin.
Who?
Rin Rin release an album.
Never heard of them.
Please.
Never heard of them.
No, for real, who are they?
It's this Australian. It's in the I guess that's in Ricky's episode, which I'm uploading after this. That's late. Sorry, Ricky. Sorry, everyone who listens. I was busy.
We take a year to get Ricky on, and when we do, the episode never comes out.
It just becomes the next lost
Hey,
episode.
fucker, who booked that farewell show?
What?
Who booked it?
Effigy.
No.
Yeah, it was Effigy.
Well, who reached out to Effigy?
I don't know.
Me. Who do you think did that farewell video?
Nobody else.
Me.
Who had to be in contact with the production manager at HMAC because nobody else was?
All right, real talk while you're on
Me.
the fucking cast. Did you see Timmy ask people for video?
Yes, 100%.
Damn it.
I saw the first
Timmy,
one.
you fucked up.
I saw the first one because I like Facebook also gives you the message.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
know.
not logged into the Instagram, it's like XYZ sent you a message.
Yeah, I know.
Eventually, I stopped clicking on them.
I knew like that you saw it. So
Yeah,
you're like,
I know.
fuck.
Yeah, I saw the messages. I know who didn't fucking send videos.
Oh,
Also,
shit.
you fucked. No, I don't really care. I think anybody who was asked to make a video and didn't send one actually came to the show. So
Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't. Timmy sent all the messages, but yeah,
yeah, I saw them.
so I didn't see everything.
Sorry,
but
Tim. Didn't want to ruin the surprise, but I knew that was happening.
It's
Tyler, are you allowed to talk about your future plans in regards to that, or
What future
Regards
plans?
to what?
with instrumentation?
What? Yeah, I joined another band already. You knew that. You asked me at HMAC.
Yeah, you're a bitch.
Yeah, I joined a band that's going to play like not many shows. And I'm all right with that. I'm actually, yesterday was probably my last bedroom floor show for a couple months too. I'm taking a couple months off.
Yeah, were you just filling in kind of deep?
Yeah, I'm just they're not going to look for a new bass player. I'm just kind of anytime I want to rip a bedroom floor gig, I just be like, I'll play bass. I don't think I'm playing that show in Harrisburg with HMAC and bedroom floor.
What?
I think I probably just won't.
What do you mean an HMAC?
Not at HMAC, Old Brush Labs.
Oh, yeah.
I might, I haven't decided if I'm going to play. I might since it's so close. Be weird to watch the Elsewhere set, actually.
Fuck you.
You guys need a bass player for that night?
Crowd kill you during that.
Just put backtracks and I'll hold a bass for you.
That's why I've been practicing my mic swing just to hit people accurately in the crowd.
Yeah, fucker trying to trip me at the show last Saturday.
I thought I don't know how you fell at the Angels Rock Bar, which like you just jumped 1 inch off the ground and
Yeah.
fell, and then I literally like put my leg behind your leg and you stumbled across it and you didn't.
I recovered.
I don't know how.
Clip
I
of
thought you were down
2024.
for sure.
That I watched that so many times.
Yeah.
I recovered. I think it's what song was it? It was early.
I
have
thought you were going back into Ricky's kit. To be honest, I thought I just wiped out the whole crew.
I felt it every time
It
I
was
watched that
early.
video. My lower
Yeah.
back hurt watching it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think it was during Modern Graves.
But yeah, how you recovered from that is beyond me.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's right here at the beginning. Like you put your foot back, and then I stumble behind you. Oh wait, it didn't start over. I forgot the new photo app sucks.
Yeah, I've not
Yeah.
been thrilled.
Yeah, it's right there, and I fucking recover somehow.
You see my face. I thought, oh shit.
He was like, "Oh my god, we killed him on his last night. He's dead."
It's like I was trying to do that on the last song, not one of the first songs.
That show was great though. A lot of people actually came out to that. Like I was shocked,
Yes.
and the crowd was nice too. Like anytime I said "move," that crowd moved.
Yes, that show was huge. Thanks, everyone came out. That's not named Jordy because he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. I was puking and farting and shitting for 36 hours.
Dude, I was puking and shitting at the same
Yeah,
time.
we
I've
don't care.
never done that before in my life.
Yeah, we don't care.
I didn't know that was possible.
There's a great clip. I was talking to Mason from Sunday Mondays like the day after, and I was just like, "Hey man, I'm really glad you got to play. Blah blah blah. The new stuff is going to be really good." I was like, he said, "Dude, this show was so great and stuff." But during painting over, when I was like, "I want to see the biggest circle pit I've ever seen," Mason makes around 3 laps and then connects his knee with a bar stool and just fucking tumbles down, and then limped the rest of the night.
I'd see that.
I have a video of that too. When this episode comes out, I'll try to remember to share all the clips and stuff.
Oh, that was something that happened at the Filth show. I mean, it wasn't a huge crowd. It was a Thursday night. And, like, Filth is big, but not that big.
They're starting to get like their comeuppance.
Yeah, but there was a circle pit going, and there was a big boy. Like, not only, like, heavier, but also probably 6'5" at the very least. And he must not have tread on his shoes. He went skidding across that floor and connected with one of those poles that had the foam around it.
Oh god.
And you know what was the craziest thing? I was just telling my coworkers about mosh etiquette, and without like a second going by, like 4 or 5 big guys just created a wall around him as he was down holding his ankle because he fucked up his ankle good.
Oh, jeez.
But it was like, you know how bison protect their young? It was just natural.
Get away from him.
It was actually something of beauty to watch just unfold. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but to see the guys like line up to protect him, good on them. I'm happy.
We'll keep you safe here, brother.
You okay there, Aurie?
Yep.
Or
I'm
he's
just
just,
thinking.
or he's just trying to think about what life is like. He's going to be without the best bass player in Central Pennsylvania.
We're Geechee. We're gonna get someone who could play bass, and then
Yeah,
be a nice change.
Oh, here's a question about shows and stuff. What is it about? Doesn't matter how big or small a crowd is. The moment somebody on that stage says, "Where's my two steppers at?" Like 15 people come out of the woodwork.
Okay, I'll back you up real quick. That happens a lot. It doesn't happen for local bands all the time. The crowd's got to be right. There's been a lot of times there's been like, "Where are my fucking two steppers at?" Nothing.
Really? Okay.
Nothing. But I know if the right people are in the crowd. And we were talking about this last night because the show last night was in State College on like the campus of Penn State. And the whole crowd was moshing for the bedroom floor set. And I was just like, it's because young people don't give a fuck what they look like. They don't care if they're moshing cool. They're just moshing. But like the minute you're like 26 and over, you're like, well, if everybody else isn't doing it, I'm not going to do it. You really just need one person to do it. And then other people will do it. And that's kind of what happened for the Elsewhere set. Like, when I was just like, you got to move, everybody started moving. But that's a power when you can say, where are my fucking two-steppers at? And then everybody starts two-stepping.
It's just like, I've seen people who don't do anything the entire show, but the moment somebody calls for two-stepping, they're like,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Man.
I've been working at this at home. I've been working on my Fortnite dances, and I got to show everybody.
Or real talk, who's going to do the mosh calls in Elsewhere now? Because I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm a good mosh caller.
Timmy's on the rise.
I told Tim if the intro is ever played, Tim has to say, what the fuck is up, where Elsewhere?
He's got it.
Man. Dark days for that band ahead.
We're single 1/10/25. Free save it now. Link on Instagram. Get hyped. Featuring
Are you
Ren,
gonna
who is the better bassist.
Are you going to delete everything?
I'm not
on your
going to
Instagram?
disagree with that.
You going to fill in, Aurie, on bass? Do vocals and bass?
No, I'm not.
Slap
Slap
in a bass.
or whatever.
You couldn't play my bass parts.
Yeah, I could, buddy.
Do it. Yeah, there's a couple songs you can't play anymore now. No Dead Air. Can't play Dead Air anymore.
I'm just gonna backtrack it. Like,
The vocals? You're just gonna backtrack the
vocals are gonna be an issue. Yeah,
No Modern Graves. She's doing the fast part during Modern Graves.
I can do that faster and better.
And with
Harder,
all the
stronger.
lyrics that you wrote before?
Dude, there was a third verse in that part.
Yeah, and I can do it.
No, you can't. You can't do the third verse.
He just goes full Busta Rhymes.
Watch me, bro. I'm doing some like faster parts in Hydro Balloon.
Yeah, but you're not screaming those.
No, I'm not. You're not really screaming either.
Yeah, because they don't know how.
Well, what's your point?
That's crazy because both your parents told me the band's not going to be the same without me
Yeah,
in it.
it'll be better.
Your dad's just going to play bass. That's my favorite clip of 2024. Aurie's dad doing vocals during Carbon Copy.
What?
Oh my god, hold on. I haven't saved in a folder.
No, we don't need to
I can pull it up really quick. I actually haven't
I didn't
saved
even know
it.
that was this year. I guess it was.
Yeah. Let me play one.
Wait, do we want to ask David to put an ad out for Elsewhere about finding musicians?
On Craigslist.
Jordy, you've never seen this clip before?
No.
It went pretty hard. It looks like there's nobody here, but there's a decent crowd here. Love Drops is just funny.
That's hilarious.
He starts like a measure early.
Yeah, and only says about 7 words.
Hey, good for him.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
And Jordy's next.
Yeah.
No.
Get Jordy to do the
You
fast part.
said you want to learn
monitors.
how to scream.
I already can kind of do like gutturals and shit.
Let's
It's
hear
just no.
You got a professional
Jordy
mic in your
vocal
hand.
to-
No, I'm
You
gonna
got a
fuck around on
professional
my
mic in your hand, buddy.
no. I'll
Jordy
fuck-
vocal audition, take
Well,
one.
I think the thing that like I was always under the impression of that gave me, I guess, more confidence about trying to like record stuff on my own just to hear what it sounds like is like deathcore vocals really aren't that loud. It's the mic and the amps doing the legwork for that. It's more of like a just talking volume.
Yes.
It's portrayed as being insanely loud.
Yeah, there are some people who are naturally loud. Like Josh, very loud, but also can blow himself out pretty quick. But is generally a very loud screamer. As much as the band fucking sucks, the guy from Slaughter to Prevail, also very loud.
Yeah.
A cunt, but very loud.
But like, I've always like kind of walked around, just randomly like pig squealed around corners and shit just for fun.
What's up?
But I always thought it was like really, really quiet compared to us. All like, yeah, there's no way I'd ever do anything. But yeah, I'm thinking about fucking around with that.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your vocal take, and we're putting it.
I don't think anyone
Do it
will
right now.
ever hear it.
We need another shitty deathcore local band. Fucking Jordy is the front man.
No, I can't make a joke like that.
Jordy's making it.
No,
It was an allegations joke.
I was like, no, I can't. I can't do.
You'd be the cleanest vocalist on.
We can
only
work on
thing
the
I'm-
allegation part, Jordy. There's
Yeah.
still time.
The only thing I'm guilty of is being too cringe.
Yeah, give me a couple of your girlfriend's
Hey, man.
names from your past, and we'll see how it goes. My band that's going to blow up in 2025 is Sunny Mondays. I'm saying right now.
It's a good pick.
I could be happy with that.
Yeah, they just they spent like 2 weeks in Maine, like properly recording an album, a 5-song EP. I mean, but that's good stuff.
They're one of those bands. Like there was a time this year I got weirdly back into like mathcore for about a month, and it was because of listening to Sunny Mondays.
Yeah.
I'm like, I forgot. Like it's not necessarily my go-to genre, but I enjoy hearing just like technically sound people playing technically sound stuff.
Sunny Mondays is also like just a technically proficient band. Like
Yeah, they're insane.
the fact that they don't play to a click track live and their stuff is as on as it is.
That fucking School Bell too.
We made them. They were like finishing up their set. They played their whole new EP at the show. They played Top Text, which is my favorite song by them. And then they were like, "Oh, we're done." And I was just like, "No, you're not. You got to play Hastings Park yet." And the sound guy was like, "Fuck it, we ball." And we did it. And they were like, "What if we play it 20% faster?" It was so good fast.
It's just awesome that they can do that,
Yeah.
like off the cuff.
And Mason would be like, I fucked up a lot tonight, but he just played in what we heard was perfection. Yeah, Sunny Monday's going to blow up in 2025.
Hell yeah.
And if they don't, I'm going to kill myself. Sunny Mondays, please be successful.
Off to a modern grave.
In every heart there has a grave.
So yeah, that's 2024. Anyone else have anything to say?
It was an interesting year. I was going to say, like,
We really know very little.
nah, as of right now, I will say there's as much as I'm excited for 2025, outside of Monster Hunter Wilds and the new Decatur album, I don't have much on my radar, so I'm intrigued because this always happens every year. I'm like, oh, there's not much coming up in the following year, and then by like March, I'm like, holy shit, I now have to decide what I want.
This is me putting a tag on this episode right now. When we have the same episode in 2025, will we have Grand Theft Auto 6?
No,
Will we have Grand Theft Auto 6 at this point next year?
I'm calling it Witcher 4 comes out before Grand Theft Auto 6.
Which is insane.
Damn.
When did Witcher 3 come out?
2015?
When the Xbox came out, I feel like it was like the big first game on
Xbox One or regular Xbox?
We got the
One.
Googles.
The fuck?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
I would say like 2015, 2016.
GTA 5 at this point is like 12 years old.
GTA 5 is definitely older than Witcher 4.
Yeah.
Or Witcher 3, I'll say that for sure.
Let's find 2015. Witcher 3.
Yeah, and Grand Theft Auto was probably 2012.
That was GTA 5.
Yeah.
2013.
2013. I remember going to the midnight release of GTA 5.
I'll say it. I got GTA 5 when it was on sale after years of being out.
It's alright.
I hated it.
I didn't hate it. But it's just
Like,
it's
San
alright.
Andreas is the only Grand Theft Auto I really enjoy.
San Andreas is good. GTA 5 is fun.
Dude, just getting the bunny hop on the bike. Just
indestructible.
my number one getaway vehicle because I can hop fences somehow.
I'll be interested to see how they do GTA 6 while being like a very like a game that has always kind of pushed boundaries of like political correctness and stuff like that. Because I'm sure there's going to be some quote unquote woke elements to it that are not woke if you're not a fucking moron. But I'll see how it'll be interesting to see how it's received.
I'm also interested to see Borderlands 4 that was just announced. Like, Borderlands 1 was groundbreaking for me. Not only was it fun, the humor of it was really good, but that was like the humor of that time, and I felt like they've kept that going from 2 to 3. So, like, honestly, they'd really have to change things up to make me excited for 4.
Borderlands 4 just not funny at all. This is completely stone-faced.
Yeah, it's got to do something different at this point for me to really, like, lock me in.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. It's Pokemon, Witcher, whatever series the Arcane Studio makes next.
Won't watch it. You've created this monster.
Good. You just don't get to enjoy life. That's fine with me.
Play a Persona game. You won't.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening.
I will play Metaphor Refantasia if you watch Arcane Season 1 and 2.
We have it on video,
Season
folks.
1 and
We
2.
have it on video.
I'll fucking download it right now, you fucker. Okay, so next year we're gonna have an episode where Jordy's just gonna gush about Arcane the entire fucking 2-hour episode.
Nori's gonna be like, Atlas is best developer ever.
I'll play it. I'll try it.
It's funny. Jordy has a $0 commitment to get into this. You have to buy it.
Yeah, I know. And you can watch Arcane, like, the time is fixed. I know, like, I think it, like, what do you think Fantasia playthrough is? 80 hours at least?
Minimum 80 hours.
Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah.
I hope
Ori's like, this? You in on this?
No.
I'll play fucking Dark Souls 2 or whatever the fuck.
No, you don't want to play Dark Souls 2.
Don't
play Dark Souls 2.
Shitty Dark Souls game you play.
You should play Bloodborne, actually. Oh, wait. You can.
Yeah, so do you want...
No, I will never understand that decision, but here we are.
Yeah.
What decision? Oh, to not...
Yeah.
I thought you meant for me to not buy a PS5.
This many years in the future, and they haven't released it for Xbox and PC.
Yeah, the fact that they're still... I mean, I understand, like, the Switch because of the capabilities and stuff, but, like, the fact that, like, you can't play a game that I can play, and I can't play a game that you can play, just because we have different consoles is the dumbest fucking thing.
That's how they sold consoles.
I guess it all stems back to this. Capitalism sucks.
Breath of the Wild being $70. Like, I paid full price for that shit. I intend to get some good time out of this.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey probably still also $60.
Yeah. That's a good one, though.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey's good. We're just rambling at this point. Thanks for listening in 2024. It'll be another year till we all see each other in person again. So, except if Aurie does, because we don't ever do these in person. Though it would be fun to do.
He doesn't come to Elsewhere shows.
And I'm also never coming to Elsewhere shows anymore.
Make new music.
But 1/10/2025 Blood Scales single releasing. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining in if you're watching. If you're not.
Yeah, because like we live streamed this. Thanks for watching the stream.
I didn't say live, you fucker.
Shout out to our sponsors, Metamucil.